wait is finally over. Football is here. In Pomeroy, Coach Nolan Yates has his Marauders with their sights set on revenge. After a heartbreaking home opener last season, Meigs is hoping to spoil the festivities tonight on the road.
In Reedsville, the Eagles are soaring high for the past several seasons. Jason Jackson leads his troops into battle, looking for a sixth straight season of playoff football. The motto is, win the play. Execution, grit, relentless pursuit. The Eastern way, the only way we know.
So live from the nest of East Shade River Stadium, WJEH is wired in to bring you all the sights and sounds of Southeast Ohio football. It's time to drop down the tailgates and get ready to ring the bell.
We welcome you live here at East Shade River Stadium.
Eastern Eagles
we will join
football.
the marching band here for our playing of our national anthem.
The wait is finally over. Football is here. In Pomeroy, Coach Nolan Yates has his Marauders with their sights set on revenge. After a heartbreaking home opener last season, Meigs is hoping to spoil the festivities tonight on the road.
In Reedsville, the Eagles have been soaring high for the past several seasons. Jason Jackson leads his troops into battle, looking for a sixth straight season of playoff football. The motto is, win the play. Execution, grit, relentless pursuit. The Eastern way, the only way we know.
So live from the nest of East Shade River Stadium, WJEH is wired in to bring you all the sights and sounds of Southeast Ohio football. It's time to drop down the tailgates and get ready to ring the bell. This is Eastern Eagles football.
Chevrolet GMC is the #1 seller of GM vehicles in Southeast Ohio because of magical deals like this. Save up to $11,000 on 2026 GMC Sierra HDs. Stop by Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy, Ohio, and make your car dreams come true.
When you call New Era Broadband, you aren't routed to a call center halfway across the world. You're talking to your neighbors, right here in Pomeroy. We're locally owned and operated, dedicated to keeping our community connected with fast, reliable internet and real local support you can trust. Because when it comes to exceptional service, nothing beats local hands and local hearts. New Era Broadband.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
Rivershade Stadium here at Reedsville, West Virginia, where the Eastern Eagles play host to the Meigs Marauders. Heath and Jared Bloxton are with you tonight on the call. We are also with the WOWK Plus, as well as on our YouTube feed here on WJEH. We had quite a thunderstorm roll through here, Jared, but now sun's popping out, and we hope to get some football played here this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Got definitely some saturated grass out here on the field for this first game of the 2026 season. Ethan, what a game we have on hand with the Meigs Marauders here visiting the Eastern Eagles. A big-time battle here in this county of Meigs County.
Yeah, and of course the crowd had to take shelter there for a while because there was lightning in the area, but everybody's made their way back down to the seats in front of us, and hopefully we'll have a capacity crowd for this battle and kick off the season right. This is, I believe, the only Saturday game in the area. A lot of teams from Ohio playing last night, and this is the feature game of the evening, and we're thrilled to be along with you. Our first game here broadcasting the Eastern Eagles, and we hope to have a good one here.
Absolutely, and only the fourth meeting between these two schools, Heath, as we've talked about, and what a thriller that game was last year. Will it live up to the hype of that one? Time will tell in this game, because that one was a nail-biter last year that the Eastern Eagles able to win that one on the road.
Yeah, this is a game that Meigs led 19-7. It was in the third quarter, and the Eagles forced 2 fumbles to help generate their comeback last year. Coach Jason Jackson talked about that a couple weeks ago when we were with him, and he knows that being a teacher over at Meigs High, that this is a hungry group, and they're wanting to get revenge here tonight. And Eastern's looking to defend the home turf, obviously, in front of this home crowd, and it's a little bit of a split crowd, being such a close proximity for both schools. And this week has been the Meigs County Fair as well, so some folks finishing up over there. Today's the last day of that, and they're making their way here to the stadium. And like I said, really nice atmosphere. If you're just joining us, you look across the way and you see all the trucks with the tailgates down. That's a tradition here in Reedsville, as the Eagles fans typically prop up their tailgates, and everybody watches the game from that far sideline.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
Really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely cool atmosphere, almost a little college atmosphere from it, and they love every bit of it. And I think some of the Meigs fans may have even joined in on the action over there. So really cool scene across the way, Heath. And you mentioned head coach Jason Jackson of the Eastern Eagles. He is entering his 5th season with these Eagles, and somebody we go way back with from our Ravenswood days of covering the Red Devils across the river, and somebody that we really think quite a lot of. Excited to get to cover Jason Jackson's teams once again. Heath, and Meigs on the other side, their head coach Nolan Yates begins his 3rd season with the Marauders. Let's kind of talk a little bit about the two styles of these teams.
Yeah, kind of polar opposites when you talk about offense. You look across the way, and Meigs loves to put the ball in the air. They like to go 5 wide receivers at times, shotgun formation, and they really rely heavily on their senior quarterback, Gunnar Cleveland, who is an outstanding passer for Meigs, and totaled over 1,900 yards last season in his junior campaign. Could the weather play a factor with the ground being wet? The ball's going to be a little bit wet. The ground's sloppy. How does that factor in? Eastern on the other side of the field, Jared, they love the ground and pound.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see some of a chess match out here, because you may get to where Meigs thinks we're going to go ahead and just try to still attack the pass game. So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out tonight. Obviously, Meigs is not one-dimensional, as we know. They are very multi-talented, both in the run and pass game. But obviously, the quarterback Cleveland, Heath, as you said, has really put up some numbers for the Meigs Marauders. So Eastern's got to find a way to limit him today, whether it be in the air or on the ground.
In the trenches, both teams with a lot of depth. Meigs with 4 of their 5 starters back from their offensive line a year ago. On the other side, Eastern with 17 offensive linemen logged on the roster this year. Coach Jackson feels really confident with this group of guys, and it's orchestrated by a returner coming back for his senior season in Brad Dillon.
Yeah, Heath, I tell you what, you see that, you see those kinds of numbers, and we came over to Media Day and saw these guys that are, these different sets of linemen that Eastern has, and boy, you can really see why Coach Jackson's got. He's very, very deep at that position this year. He's very excited about it too, and you can certainly see why.
Well, we're about 6.5 minutes away from the opening kickoff. Let's take this time to step aside for a pregame commercial break. When we return, we'll get you set, let you know who won the opening coin toss, and who will be receiving the football to begin the game. Back after this on our WJEH YouTube page.
When cheering from the stands, competing on the field, or just trying to keep up with everyday life, Riverbend Chiropractic is here to help you move and feel your best. Dr. Tyler Kay offers evidence-based chiropractic care, massage therapy, rehabilitation, dry needling, Class 4 laser therapy, and now shockwave therapy, all under one roof. We're accepting new patients, most insurance plans, and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route 7 in Tuppers Plains, on our website at theriverbendchiro.com, or call at 740-846-0000.
When you call New Era Broadband, you aren't routed to a call center halfway across the world. You're talking to your neighbors, right here in Pomeroy. We're locally owned and operated, dedicated to keeping our community connected with fast, reliable internet and real local support you can trust. Because when it comes to exceptional service, nothing beats local hands and local hearts. New Era Broadband.
We're back here at Marauders have taken the field in their white road jerseys, the maroon numerals trimmed in gold, under their head coach Nolan Yates. Of course, Eastern will make the trek around the track as they're headed towards the far sideline at center field. They'll make their entrance right there in front of the folks that are tailgating.
A little bit of a new look, Heath, for these Eastern Eagles, too, across the way, as you see that flash of yellow gold.
Yeah, new old look.
Yes, that's right. As they have brought back the original school colors of dark green with a gold trim, and Coach Jackson has stated that he wants to honor the teams of the past, such as the undefeated teams of 1971 and 1981, who finished 9-0 and 10-0 respectively. Both of those teams won the SVAC under coaches Roger Kirkhart and Arch Rose. So, that's something cool there to tie back into the past and maybe give your guys a little bit extra oomph as the smoke has started across the way, and you can see the banner starting to ruffle a little bit behind the Eastern football banner, the only way we know, as this 2026 season is just about to kick off here. Great energy here, Heath, at East Shade River Stadium.
Yeah, Jared, the Eagles are all excited. I know the Meigs Marauders are as well. And kind of a delay for the Marauder folks over there on their sideline as Eastern piled up right in front of there with their players and coaching staff. As you said, the old Miami Hurricanes 1990s team smoke in behind that banner as they burst through. And they'll head to the near sidelines in those brand-new dark jerseys, fireworks in behind. We had some fireworks earlier with the lightning and the thunder. Let's hope that the Eagles bring some to start this season as they'll take on Meigs for only the fourth time in school history. As we said, Jared, we did have the opening coin toss while we were away. Eastern won the coin toss, and they have elected to receive the opening kickoff. So we'll see the offense, which is led by junior quarterback Braxton Yonker. And in the backfield with him will be a pair of juniors as well, and Parker Durst and Kyler Basham. So we'll get a good look early as Braxton Yonker now in his second season as a full-time starter. He was injured his freshman year. Excited to see what he has for this 2026 campaign.
Heath, how about a quick shout-out to somebody that really helped us out with a lot of the prep work for this and getting some of that history. Tom Hunter, 1991 graduate of Eastern High School. He was actually the class president back in the day, which is a really cool little snippet there. And we just wanted to give Tom a good shout-out and thank him so much. Hope to see you soon, buddy.
Yep, the Swiss Army knife is tuned in tonight, and we do appreciate you. And we know you're rooting on your Eagles from home. Jared, just some last things to look at here. You know, you look at the two styles of play. We talked about the offenses. Look at defense. It's similar styles, a 3-3-5 defense on both ways, at least what we saw in the scrimmages in the preseason, so to speak. But it's a stout defense up front for both schools. For Eastern, you look at seniors at both defensive tackle and at the nose, and Colton Smith and Jake Parker. Colin Coleman will be in there as the other defensive tackle for the Eagles. At the linebacker positions will be junior Case Barnett, senior Blaze Gilmore is the Mike, and junior Bryson Schuler is the other linebacker. The two bandit positions will be junior Parker Durst and Kyler Basham. At the corners are Clay Moore and Jordan Lawrence, and the safety is Braxton Yonker. But first, we will get a look at the Eagles' offense, and the returners are out on the field, and that is Trace Barnett and Parker Durst, who are back deep as they'll operate from right to left as you both listen and watch on our telecast tonight.
Now, just about ready to get this thing kicked off, Heath. As you said, the rain clouds have moved out and made way for some beautiful sunshine here as a little bit of fog developing over the valley as well. Some of it's some smoke, and some of it is the fireworks smoke, and some of it is fog. So, interesting setting here, and we're ready to get this thing kicked off. Heath, Meigs is huddled up, getting ready to send their kick unit out, and the Eastern Eagles already out there ready to return this ball. And this will affect kicking in this game as well, as we mentioned, the very, very saturated field. We got a torrential downpour of rain there about an hour or so ago, hour and a half. Lots of lightning, lots of thunder. It caused this game to be pushed back to a 7:30 start. If you're just tuning in and wanting to check the score, we have no score yet. We're getting ready to kick this thing off in about 30 seconds.
Again, Eastern in the home dark green jerseys with the white numbers trimmed in yellow. Meigs in the maroon pants with the white jerseys, maroon numerals, and the maroon headgear. Interesting of note, Meigs, the color scheme looks like the Super Bowl Washington Redskins, Johnny Riggins jerseys.
Yeah, they're sharp uniforms. I like both of these teams' uniforms tonight, looking sharp.
The helmet up close has the old school Tampa Bay Buccaneer logo on them, so that's a really cool color scheme. And time to quit talking and get ready to go.
That's right. Enough talk. Football time, baby. Let's get this thing kicked off.
Ball is on the tee. As we said, Eastern will receive from right to left. It's Meigs and Eastern, game 1 of the 2026 season. And the approach and the kick is underway. It'll be fielded by Durst at the 19-yard line. He'll start up middle of the field, fine blocking ahead to the 34-yard line. And that's where he is ridden down, and the Eagle offense will take over, operating from right to left.
About a 15-yard return there for the Eagles to get this thing started off.
So we have everything ready to go as the sun does peek out from behind the clouds across the way. The Eagles go with a split backfield. Under center is Yonker. Strength to the right, and the give is straight ahead, and not much doing there, but then second effort pushes the pile ahead to the 37-yard line.
Like Parker Durst on the carry, Heath.
Yep,
he got about 3 yards or so, looks like, on the first carry.
Durst first man through, and a gritty couple yards as Meigs had that play stuffed up front. Grayson Powell with contact right in the middle of that line of scrimmage.
Now you get a 2nd down and 7 coming here.
Early first quarter here at East Shade River Stadium. Eagles with the first possession of the night. Back under center is Yonker, the junior quarterback. With the give, he ran into his fullback Durst, who does again find second effort ahead of the 40-yard line, and it'll set up 3rd down and more manageable for the Eagles as the mark to gain will be the 44 of Eastern.
Yeah, just under 5 yards to go here for Eastern on this 3rd down, so we'll see how Coach Jackson and his offensive staff decide to play this one.
Up front,
but just a bit of a busted play on that one there, Heath. You saw some confusion from both guys in the backfield there. Somebody didn't do what they were supposed to, but early in the season we're going to see that.
The Eagles break huddle on a 3rd down call at 4 at their own 40-yard line. Again, the backs are split. Meigs shows pressure. Quarterback Yonker wanted to throw, but put motion up front.
That was going to be interesting.
That little play action. You had Brogan Spencer, the tight end, on the near side of the field, but that'll be indicated.
He had a couple steps, too, up the seam of the field. I think we may have seen that play before, Heath, back in our old Ravenswood days in a playoff game at Bluefield.
So a little more challenging here for the Eagles on 3rd down and 9. Ball rests now back in behind the 35 of Eastern.
It definitely makes that 3rd down a lot tougher now.
Meigs would love to get a 3-and-out to start this game after Eastern elected to receive the opening kick. The Eagles will send a single wide out to the far side of the field, and that is Trace Barnett. Sophomore wide out. Now officials blow the whistle.
Get a delay game.
Again, early season mistakes as the Eagles will be back behind the sticks. And what was a 3rd down and 4 has now turned into 3rd down and 14.
Coach Jackson wants a timeout, it looks like. Not happy with his offense to get started in this one.
Well, let's use that chance to take a timeout and recognize some of our sponsors. We're back after 30 seconds here on WJEH on YouTube.
You're buying your first home, selling your current one, or searching for your forever home? Trust the experience and local knowledge of Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar. Proudly serving Meigs, Gallia, and Athens counties, Amy provides personalized service, professional marketing, and guidance every step of the way. Proud supporter of Eastern Eagles football. When you're ready for your next chapter, call Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar.
Back with you here on WJEH and WOWK+. Here at East Shade River Stadium, it's going to be a 3rd down and 14 coming up from the Eagles' 30-yard line. Meigs had some movement up front, but now Braxton Yonker will do a check with me at the line of scrimmage. Long situation here on 3rd down. Eagles with a toss play to the far side of the field. Kyler Basham will be ridden down inside the 37-yard line, so picked up something there, but not near enough for a 1st down, and it'll likely set up a punt situation for Eastern.
Yeah, a gain of about 4. Like you said, nowhere near enough, but maybe playing a little bit of position there on that one. Not much in the playbook for 3rd and 14, just hoping something could break loose.
So first time we'll see a punt tonight as Braxton Yonker will stay on the field and stand with his heels on his own 25-yard line. A pair of returners back for Meigs. Yonker in the shaded area. See if he can get a good punt here to flip the field position. He'll have plenty of time, but it is not a good punt. It's high, and it will take a bounce and an Eastern roll back inside the 40-yard line down to about the 38. So no return, so that helped what didn't look to be the greatest punt, but no net return on that one, and we'll see the Meigs offense next year, Jared, for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Meigs and head coach Yates, probably pretty happy with that start of the game there. Eastern elects to take the ball, and now you're setting up with field position right around midfield. Not quite there, but ball at the 38-yard line already to get this drive started.
Gunnar Cleland, the senior quarterback for the Marauders, will go into the shotgun for the first time tonight. He splits two receivers off to each side of the formation. They operate from left to right. Now to the gun. Cleland claps his hands, takes the snap, wants to throw immediately. Pressure up the middle, and the pass is thrown and caught. And with that first down yardage is Griffin Hudson. And the Eagles' Case Barnett pulls down the play, but we do have a flag back near the quarterback. Let's see if that might be a hold or contact.
I think we got a hold. Good call, Heath.
Right in the area where that pressure came, Jared, and good eyes by the official, as that will negate what was a big first down for the Marauders, and it will set them behind the sticks. Again, on that reception was Griffin Hudson, the senior wideout, but that play will be negated, and it'll be first and long for Meigs.
Well, and I know it goes without saying, but we are in game number one. And these penalties like this, the delay of games, the holdings, the offsides, that sort of stuff, you're going to probably see a little more of it early on. So both teams got to do a good job trying to limit those mistakes.
Meigs splits two receivers off to each side of the shotgun. Eagles with a three-man defensive front. Now a motion man, play action, may have illegal motion as the pressure comes, and the whistle will blow the play dead. And again, that will likely be against the Marauders, as they had that jet motion sweep going from the near side to the far side, and they will get called for the 5-yard penalty.
Both teams having trouble, like we said, Heath, with offensive penalties to get this game started. Now Meigs is really finding themselves closer to their own goal line than they are to the 50 line now that we just talked about. So
9:05 to go of our opening quarter. No score here at East Shade River Stadium. Meigs with their opening possession, but well behind the chains now after back-to-back penalties. First down and long as they operate out of the shotgun. Cleveland claps his hands, takes the snap. Quick pass near side on a little bubble screen. Meigs can't get the blockers, and Eastern does a tremendous job. The charge led by Kyler Basham, the junior.
Yeah, how about that? Great job out in open space, making the tackle, limiting that play. Only gained a couple yards.
Basham, obviously a really important player on the offensive side, but just as important defensively, as he can really make plays for this Eastern team.
It's second down and about 22 right now, 23.
Now a trio of receivers split left with a single wide out to the near side boundary. Snap back, quarterback rolls the pocket left. Pressure comes, he waits, and now he's going to be hit. He'll be sacked. Down he goes, in behind the line of scrimmage, and the Eagles get to him. That's going to be Case Barnett on the sack.
Oh, baby, what a sack. Right when the Eastern Eagles needed a big play, and now third down and extremely long for Meigs. They've really tried to find some open space and get their quarterback out and try to make a play, but just nothing there, and Eastern defense is not fooled.
So third down and long, this is where you have to be disciplined if you're the Eagles, not to take a penalty that might negate a third down stop. 8-minute mark of the first quarter, rolling clock here. No score. Meigs with a third down and long coming up. Cleveland takes a snap, a little handoff near side, and bouncing it out and losing yardage again will be the ball carrier. And right, Johnny on the spot is going to be Brogan Spencer, who makes another tackle for loss in the backfield.
Oh, boy. Meigs really just nothing doing at all, Heath. Eastern doing a great job staying at home. You had those couple penalties early that negated one big play for Meigs, but nothing else going, and give Eastern's defense a lot of credit on that one.
So it'll be a punt situation for the Marauders as the punter will stand back. It'll be Beckham Blackston near his own end zone. Returners Trace Barnett for the Eagles, and the punt is away. Just got that one away, and it's a high angling punt to the far side of the field. It'll take a Meigs roll, and it'll be down, but in plus territory for the Eagles. So good job by the defense to flip that field position back in the favor of the Eagles.
Yeah, you'll certainly take the ball at the Meigs 47-yard line. You'll take that 6 days a week and twice on Sundays, and we'll see what the Eastern Eagles got on this Saturday, Heath. As game number one, it's really cool to have a different day of the week, and a Saturday game is perfect for this matchup.
Let's meet the blockers up front on that offensive line for Eastern. From left to right at tackle is Grady Murphy, the junior. Left guard is the junior Landon McCutcheon. At center, we had mentioned, is the senior Brad Dillon. Right guard, the senior Jake Parker. And the right tackle is sophomore Brogan Short. On first down, backs are split. Handoff coming to the near side and through a hole is Parker Durst, and he runs over a would-be tackler across the 40 down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, solid 9-yard gain, and thought the Eastern left side of the line may have moved a little early. Heath got by with one. They'll give him 8 yards on that carry.
So nose of the football rests just across the Meigs 40-yard line. The second down and short for the Eagles. No score, but the good defense by Jason Jackson's crew as Eagles set up in plus territory. Yonker takes a snap, give first man through, and Durst keeps the legs churning across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Needed a couple, and he got just that and some more.
Well done. A gain of about 4 yards on that one, Heath, and great sportsmanship from both teams. You see guys helping each other up from different jerseys. You love that.
And these guys know each other extremely
Absolutely.
well. They probably hung out at the fair all week, and then they said, let's play football on Saturday to wrap it up.
That's right.
First and 10 Eastern with 6:16 to go on an opening first quarter clock. Late start here due to weather, but really nice atmosphere now. On first and 10, Eagles go back under center with the back split and a single wide out right. Handoff is Kyler Basham, and he gets tripped up nicely on the play by Grayson Powell of Meigs.
Maybe a shoestring away from a really big gainer there. About 5 yards, yeah.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. Is Eastern trying to take advantage of this good field position. 5:43 to go of the opening quarter. Still no score, but Eastern on the move. The Eagles break huddle on a second down call at 6. Single wide out right is Barnett. Tight end flex to the near side. Now that motion man is Gilmore, and Blaze Gilmore takes the handoff, and he finds running room, and he pushes the pile ahead near the first down yardage.
Yeah, solid 6-yard run, and that will give the Eagles a first down.
First carry of the night for Blaze Gilmore, who has switched to the H-back position this year.
Yeah, Blaze, one of the guys we interviewed at Media Day, Heath. Really excited about this season. You can see why. Here's nice carry for him on that play. And first down now, ball on the Meigs 25-yard line, and Eastern with 5:02 and winding left in this first quarter.
Eagles break huddle with 14 seconds on the play clock, now inside of 5 minutes to go the first quarter. On first and 10, Yonker with the snap, handoff left side, Parker Durst. He slips through the initial surge and gets positive yardage. That's something you've seen so far, Jared. Meigs has been right at the point of attack, but Durst has been very elusive and picks up 6 on what should have been maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, on his 5th carry of the game, and he, like you said, getting some steady yardage, 3, 2, 8, 4, and 5 so far on those 5 carries.
Durst in his junior season had significant playing time last year and a really good season for him. The second down and 4 coming up for the Eagles. Game clock inside of 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go first quarter. On second down, call it 5. On the middle of the field, Yonker under center. Takes the snap, gives it straight ahead, and Basham gets the handoff, and he is continuing to drive the legs forward. Just really no easy way to tackle these guys for the Eagles so far. 5 yards.
5-yard gains and I tell you, Kyler Basham listed at 5'7", 148. He has got some serious strength. He just drug a couple guys for that first down in Eastern with the ball inside the 15-yard line.
Blake Fackler back on the field at defensive tackle for Meigs. Justin Klein will sub out. Inside the 4-minute mark now of this first quarter, Eagles threatening now for the first time tonight inside the red zone. Call it first and 10. And we have a whistle and a timeout taken as Coach Jason Jackson didn't like what he was seeing. So we'll take the timeout with you from East Shade River Stadium. Back after this on WJEH.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Cool Spot Country Market on State Route 7 in Tuppers Plains. Try a selection from our daily hot food menu for lunch.
It's so good.
Check out the cuts of locally raised beef in our meat case. Surprise your family or coworkers with an assortment of donuts baked fresh by our team of bakers. Stock up on lunch meats and cheeses cut to order in our deli. The Cool Spot Country Market in Tuppers Plains. Visit us on Facebook or call 740-846-0000.
Amy Jackson.
And back out of the timeout, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles, as we are with you here on WOWK Plus and WJEH on our YouTube page. Thanks so much for tuning in to us tonight. Heath and Jared Bloxton on the call. Eagles of Eastern with the football inside the red zone. They'll go with a counter trap handoff to Durst straight up the middle. He's driving ahead. That's actually Blaze Gilmore on the handoff as Durst threw a block, and now we have a Eagles slow to get up. It looks to be okay.
All the way down to the 1 yard line does it look like, Heath? Looks like it.
Right around.
Gain of 14 yards for Blaze Gilmore, and really just burst right through the line in that front man. And
tough to see those
yardage.
Yard markers, but now Eastern threatening 1st and goal. Yonker under his center, takes the snap, and he's going to keep it, and he is stuffed, and a flag comes down. Now they signal touchdown, but let's see what the flag is first. They did signal a late touchdown as Yonker had to keep it. I think it looked like a busted play. I'm not sure what the flag is, but we're going to get an idea here. Sideline warning on Eastern. Okay. I believe maybe.
Yeah. It was a substitution. They're a similar look.
Aiding the runner.
Okay. That's a new one there with the hand motion. Not seen that before. Yeah,
it makes sense. The motion does, doesn't it?
Yeah, different Eagles you see on Sundays are able to do that. It's a different story, though.
Yeah, so. No tush push tonight.
Nope.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line of Meigs as Yonker under his center, and he hands it off to Basham, and he's cut down. Nice tackle there by Meigs. As Cam Daly came in to make that stop, and it'll be 2nd down and goal for the Eagles.
Yeah, gain of 4.5, 5 yards there. Nice, solid run, right what Eastern needed. Get you back in business now, 2nd and goal.
Clock rolls to 2:45 to go first quarter. No score, but the Eagles knocking at the door. Yonker under the center. Takes the snap, and he bobbled the football and luckily pounced on top of it to prevent a disaster.
Okay, yeah, that could have been really bad right there. Loss of about 2 yards.
And the field conditions, Jared, playing dividends on that play is Yonker very fortunate. Good heads-up play to just pull it down and dive on it. Now 3rd and goal for the Eagles. You have to believe this is 4-down territory, especially even if you have a good kicker in high school football. This is one you want to punch in.
Need a good, clean play here if you can get it.
Let's see where they spot the ball. About the 4-yard line, 3.5. They'll go with a fully stacked backfield in behind quarterback Yonker and a flag down at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be on the Eagles. Coach Jackson not happy there as there was movement up front, and both teams having some struggles here in the first quarter that's cost their team.
Yeah, big time. I mean, took Meigs out of good field position earlier on their drive, and now Eastern really, really hurting them as this ball was inside the goal line twice. Now back to the 8-yard line, 3rd and goal from the 8. That's a lot of work to do now.
Inside of 2 minutes to go, first quarter, Eagles need to come up with a big play here on 3rd down to try to get at least closer, if not in that end zone. Yonker takes a snap, bobbled again. He's going to pull it down, and he gets a little jolt up the middle. It won't be to the end zone, but he does pick up significant yardage on that play on what looked to be another disastrous play from under center.
Yeah, that's
he'll get down to about the
scary
2
plays right there, and lucky to have possession of the football now. Big play coming here, you got to imagine.
Yeah, he definitely play of the game so far, as it'll be 4th down and goal from the Meigs 2. See what the Eagles can dial up here.
Yeah, just inside a minute 15 to go in this opening quarter. No score yet. Meigs trying to keep Eastern out of the end zone here. 4th and goal from the 2.
Everybody in behind quarterback Yonker with twin tights. Here's the snap. Gives straight ahead Gilmore. He's going to be stopped, but he's there. He gets just enough to get in the end zone for the Eastern Eagle touchdown.
Oh, baby!
And that's the first of the 2026 season, and it's Blaze Gilmore, the senior, from 2 yards out.
Beautiful.
6-0 Eagles with 1:01 to go of the opening quarter. And that is a much-needed touchdown drive on the second possession for Eastern. Had good field position starting at the 47, and they punch it in after a couple sloppy plays. Gilmore uses his strength and gets in the end zone. The Eagles will line up for the point after, as Grady Murphy, the junior, will be on for the point. Now a little delay as they need the tee. The play clock winds to about 14 seconds, so we'll have to move a little quicker. Murphy, the left-footed kicker. It'll be Yonker on the hold, and we have whistles.
Got to use the last timeout, or
yeah.
We're going to be looking at a delay game there probably.
Yeah, let's see. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take it. Back after 30 on WJEH.
Join us this Sunday at North Bend Church. We have 2 services at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Our student ministry meets every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. for grades 7 through 12. Whether it's your first Sunday or you've been searching for a church to call home, you are welcome here. For service details and more information, visit our website at www.northbend.church. That's www.northbend.church. We hope to see you this Sunday.
Back at East Shade River Stadium after Eastern had to use their third and final timeout of the half before a point after attempt. They couldn't get the tee off the sideline in time, and so much, very expensively cost third timeout. But the Eagles getting the touchdown, that's the main thing on that second drive of the day. And Murphy will try the point after that timeout. Yonker the hold, it's clean. And the point after is on its way, and it is good. All right. So 7-0 Eagles with 1 minute and 1 second remaining of the opening quarter. We're back after this on WJEH and WOWK TV+.
Chevrolet GMC is the #1 seller of GM vehicles in Southeast Ohio because of magical deals like this. Save up to $11,000 on 2026 GMC Sierra HDs. Stop by Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy, Ohio, and make your car dreams come true.
Easier now than ever to take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. If you're on the boat, out working, if you're outside of our coverage area, you can still listen to 93.1 The Wolf through the new 93.1 The Wolf on the go app, available now for Apple and Android devices. Listen to all your Superstar Country favorites, live local sports coverage, news, weather, and the Morning Howl with Tom Payne. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and simply enter 93.1 on the go and download the app.
6 p.m. for grades 7 through 12. Whether it's your first Sunday or you've been searching for a church to call home, you are welcome here. For service details and more information, visit our website at www.northbend.church. That's www.northbend.church. We hope to see you this Sunday.
Back at East Shade River Stadium, it is 7-0 Eastern over Meigs after a nice 47-yard touchdown drive by Eastern. Capped off on a Blaze Gilmore 2-yard touchdown run on 4th down and goal. So the Eagles draw first blood here tonight in this rivalry matchup. Big Saturday game here, Southeast Ohio. As we said, had some rain and thunder and lightning.
Yeah, we sure did. Had some more than some, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think the whole area really got hit today. What's new? It's been like that all summer long, I guess.
Murphy puts a leg into this one, and it's a low-line drive going to be fielded by Blackston as he'll start up the middle of the field with a hole, and he'll be chopped down at the 40. Good return, though, by the Marauders return unit. Tackle's going to be pulled down by Trace Barnett, the sophomore.
Yeah, good job there, Heath. That would have probably gone another 15 yards if Barnett couldn't have gotten that stop. There was some open space. But good field position for Meigs nonetheless to get this one started. They had good.
Chevrolet GMC is the #1 seller of GM vehicles in Southeast Ohio because of magical deals like this. Save up to $11,000 on 2026 GMC Sierra HDs. Stop by Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy, Ohio, and make your car dreams come true.
Your side right. Cleland with a protector to his left. The Eagles show a 3-man front. Cleland claps his hands, takes the snap, has time, now flush to his left. He's going to pull it down, looking, and now he'll just run with it, and he'll be hit on the far sideline and a flag down, and that will be a 15-yard personal foul against the Eagles in addition to that 5-yard run.
Yeah, I think the tackle was made by Parker Durst. I don't know if there was another body over there or some contact laid out of bounds, especially for a quarterback, even though he had turned into a runner. Doesn't matter over at that spot.
Yeah, almost.
And
into
you
the
do get a little
area.
bit. You do get a little bit of leeway still as a QB when you're in that position. And good call there by the officials.
Jake Parker will sub out, and after the 15-yard penalty, Meigs will be in Eastern Territory at the Eagle 40-yard line.
Yeah, 5-yard run and a 15-yard penalty, and flipped from 140 to the other.
7-0 Eagles lead with 46 seconds to go of the first, but Meigs now in plus territory for the first time tonight. Out of the gun with twin receivers off to each side of the field. Cleveland takes the snap. Again, has time all day, has his man, and that's pulled in. And that'll be not Jeremiah Martin. Let's see who hauled that one in. It was Tracy that pulled it down, Jared.
Got Jordan Lawrence on the tackle there for Eastern. Gain of about 6 yards.
Yeah, Owen Tracy, the senior wide receiver, pulled down that catch. As you said, Jordan Lawrence on the tackle. So second down and about 4 for the Marauders. They go 3 receivers left and a single wide out to the near side right. 7-0 Eagles and 10 seconds to go of the quarter. It'll be Cleveland flushed, and he's going to run into about 3 different Eagle defenders, and leading the way at the nose tackles, Colton Smith, the senior.
Boy, oh boy, that was certainly a team effort. Like you said, Colton Smith helping sling him down, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Eastern with a lead to get this one started. Hey.
Yep, it's the Eagles 7 and the Marauders nothing. Back with the second quarter after the commercial break here on WJEH and WOWK+.
National Bank, your banking home. Home National offers personal, mortgage, and business loans. See Home National for all your checking and savings needs. Home National Bank, located in Racine, Syracuse, Middleport, and Ravenswood. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and our MLS number 583473. When you bank with Home National Bank, you're banking at home. So come home to Home National Bank online at homenatlbank.com.
Deals at 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy, Ohio offers a great selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. Wheels and Deals also offers great service after the sale with a state-of-the-art service department. Sales, service, and selection is what they're all about. Call today and drive away with your next vehicle at 740-992-4443. That's Wheels and Deals, 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy.
River Stadium, they flip the field, and Meigs will go from right to left. The Eagles leading it 7-0. On third down, call at 11. Cleveland takes the snap, has time, throws, near side, pulled in by Tracy. Eagles are there to make the play at the 36-yard line, call at the 35, and it'll be 4th down and 4 coming up after the tackle made by Case Barnett.
Yeah, nicely done by Barnett. Another open field tackle there for Eastern, and now facing a 4th down and 4.5, 5. Right on the edge, so Meigs definitely in 4th down territory consideration at the very least. This is you're in no man's land a little bit out here.
Have to account for Cleveland and his legs as well. He's mostly a passer, but we split receivers 2 off to each side of the shotgun formation on 4th down and 4.
Watch for that quick bolt by the quarterback.
Blackston to the left of him, and now whistles blow, and it looks like Meigs wants to use their first timeout of the night to talk things over on an important 4th down coming up.
Well, let's stay here for this one, Heath. I want to talk a little bit about this first quarter so far and what we've seen. I'll tell you, Eastern has settled in a little bit more than Meigs at this point. Meigs is moving the football here, so a first down would do wonders for the Marauders offense.
Well, and we talked about how the wet field conditions would affect this game, and we knew that Eastern primarily likes to keep the ball on the ground, and Meigs likes to throw the ball. And has that been a factor? I think it has been, really more so for Eastern, because they almost had a fumble down here at the goal line on that 3rd down and goal. Luckily, Braxton Yonker with a really heads-up play dove on it, and then the next play, Blaze Gilmore gets it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, big time. And like you said, really had to earn it a couple times there, did Eastern with the miscues that they had. But both teams just have a little bit of trouble so far. But really clean game overall. You've had a couple, flags, a late hit there by Eastern, but don't think it was ill-intended, just a bad play, and did cost Eastern a bit here. But now 4th and 4.5 here.
After the Meigs timeout, they have 2 remaining. Eastern out of timeouts. It'll be 4th down, call it 4. Cleveland in the gun with twin receivers off to each side and a protector to his left. Eagles will rush 3. Cleveland looks, fires near sideline, has his man, pass hauled in for a first down, and that's Griffin Hudson. Plenty of room for a first down, and Parker Durst pulls him down, but not before a first down catch.
Yeah, nice play call and thought there for Meigs, and executed to perfection there by their offense. And ball down to the 25-yard line now for the Marauders as they are moving right along. 11 minutes and counting here in this second quarter. Eastern holding on to that 7-0 lead so far. That extra point could end up coming up big later
for sure.
Eastern made, Heath. Not easy conditions to kick in.
There's a 1st and 10 now for the Marauders inside the 25 now as Cleveland loads up, goes for a home run ball down the middle of the field, has a man wide open for the touchdown. That's Griffin Hudson, the senior, who makes it 7-6 Eastern, and now a point away from tying this thing back up.
Yeah, 25-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Big-time play.
So after the 4th down conversion, Meigs goes for the home run ball right down Broadway, and it is hauled in by the senior Griffin Hudson. Meigs will send the point after team out there to try to knot this game back up at 7.
Eastern going to have to really find if they can get an answer after this. One big extra point or 2-point conversion attempt coming up here. We'll see. Looks like an extra point.
Big answer by Meigs after the Eastern touchdown, Jared. A couple big gritty plays there, and they'll send the freshman Luke Roush out for the point after, another left-footed kicker for the Marauders. Cleveland is the holder. Snap is back. The hold is clean, but a flag down on the play, and the kick is good, but let's see what the flag is.
May get Eastern jumping that play, but could be on the offense. Just hold tight.
As for now,
a lot of times you see an offsides on these extra point attempts and field goal attempts.
So it looks like it will be a formation.
Okay, so we're going to have to do it again. And now that 17-yard extra point has become a 22-yarder.
Yeah, and then it becomes a mental game, too.
Yeah.
You just drilled one, and now you have to go back out there in what's not an easy situation with the field conditions, but even in a dry game, that's always a challenge. So marching back 5 yards, and still 7-6 for the time being, as Meigs will have to attempt a second extra point.
Yes. I think if you're Eastern here, you really try to get a jump on this when you play in with house money on it.
There's the snap. It is down. The hold is clean, and the kick is up, and it is good. So he makes it true. And we're back tied again. This time it's 7-7 with 10:40 to go of our opening half. We're back after this on WJEH.
Home National Bank, your banking home.
We keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep starting day after day. In the garden, we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
When you call New Era Broadband, you aren't routed to a call center halfway across the world. You're talking to your neighbors, right here in Pomeroy. We're locally owned and operated, dedicated to keeping our community connected with fast, reliable internet and real local support you can trust. Because when it comes to exceptional service, nothing beats local hands and local hearts. New Era Broadband.
Piece. Meigs answers the Eastern touchdown with a nice drive of their own, capped off with a 25-yard touchdown pass from Gunnar Cleveland to Griffin Hudson.
That's how quick this game can flip right back to tied.
So
Eastern had to really grind for their touchdown, and Meigs hits a long ball there for 25 yards.
Roush with the kickoff. It'll angle to the near side of the field, and Parker Durst will pick it up just shy of the 20-yard line, and then he is spun around and tackled nicely on the play. Once again, the Marauders special teamer is Cam Daly, the senior.
Yeah, only a gain of about 9 yards on that return, 8 or 9. And Eastern will take over the ball 1st and 10 inside their own 30-yard line, right about the 27. So not the best field position. Great job by Meigs on that kick return, Heath. And a really nice kick. It was put in a tough spot there for Eastern to make a return on it.
Let's see how the Eagles answer the Marauder touchdown now as we are tied at 7. Eagles go operating from left to right now as they'll send a single wide out left. Everybody in the box now. Toss play to Durst. Parker slips through a hole and then spins forward across the 30. A couple yards on the run, only 2, but Looked to be good pursuit by the Meigs front. So
yeah, they were hoping for a negative play on that one, so you'll take the 2 yards or so that you get on it.
Approaching the 10-minute mark of our second quarter. Late starting game tonight due to weather, but we're glad to be with you in much more favorable conditions now than we had a couple hours ago. Second down and 8 for Eastern at their own 30-yard line. Single wide out is Barnett to the near side right. Everybody else packed in tight. Yonker with the handoff, and through a hole is Basham, and he will not get past the line of scrimmage as he's cut down right at the 30-yard line.
He came up really slow there, too, to Basham, holding his left wrist a little bit.
Yeah, keep an
and get
eye
a
on
close
that.
Look on that. That did not look great. He immediately kind of grabbed at it. So
3rd and 8 coming up for Eastern. Big play for both teams here. Marauders much more aggressive on this defensive possession. Clock inside of 9:25 to go of our second quarter.
Basham really having a hard time gripping at that left hand. He is not taking his attention off of it in that huddle.
Yonker under his center with a single wide out right. Everybody in tight for both teams. Yonker gets past the initial surge, pass down the near side of the field, and Barnett hauls it in.
Oh, my goodness gracious, and was interfered with, too. How about that catch?
Trace Barnett, 6'2" sophomore, goes up and gets it.
30 yards.
Big play there. Give Yonker a lot of credit. He ran into resistance because Meigs blew up the interior of the line. Yonker with a lot of poise got that pass off, and Barnett waited on it, played a tremendous ball there, and the Eagles in business at the 39 of Meigs.
What a catch.
Inside of 9 minutes to go, winding second quarter clock, game tied at 7. Eagles with a big third down conversion, sets up 1st and 10, and a whistle. And we have a substitution as the official will send one of the Marauders to the sideline. That's Reed Fowler, the sophomore.
Griffin Hudson back into the ball game in his spot.
Eagles back under center. Yonker hands it off straight ahead, and a couple yards, not much more than a yard or two for Kyler Basham as he gets ahead to about the 38 to give him a yard.
I want to get a look at Basham there with his left hand once again. I mean, he's still looking at it.
Yeah, tough kid, but got to keep an eye on him. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Eagles. Big pass play on 3rd down from Yonker.
Hope it was just a stinger of some sort for him, but that you never know. There's lots of little bones there in your hand. Something could go wrong.
Split backs with Yonker under center. Meigs shows blitz at the line, and that is going to be blown up.
Yeah.
Parker Durst was hit immediately. Big tackle up front by Blake Fackler as he blew that interior up for the 2nd consecutive play. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Eagles.
Yeah. Takes a lot sometimes to get that yard marked off on a play at the line like that. But, man, Meigs, did they meet it in the backfield just barely, and loss of a yard.
And keep in mind, this 3rd down play is interesting. The Eastern Eagles don't need all 10 yards here. They're in 4-down territory. Yeah. You'd like to pick up something here,
Absolutely.
at least maybe half of this. The Eagles ready to go on 3rd and 10. 7:28 on a winding second quarter clock. Game tied at 7. Eagles on 3rd down.
That's on the ball.
And the ball is loose, but a flag is down. Let's see. The flag, I think, came out because of the ball. That's not a penalty flag. That is a
marker.
Fumble. And the Eagles will turn it over on that fumble. First turnover of the night. So that will give Meigs the momentum they desired as they just tied the game up. Eastern with a big momentum play on 3rd down, but this time on 3rd down they turn it over via the fumble.
Yeah, Yonker just did not get a good handle on that. I don't know if it was from the snap or just a mishandle, but that costly play there, opportunity is axed for Eastern, at least for the time being. Meigs with the football now starting on their own 39.
7:18 to go until halftime. Meigs will have the football, but we'll have a stoppage of play as Meigs takes their 2nd time out of the half. We'll take the time out. We're back after the break here on WJEH.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
Join Join us this Sunday at North Bend Church. We have 2 services at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Our student ministry meets every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. for grades 7 through 12. Whether it's your first Sunday or you've been searching for a church to call home, you are welcome here. For service details and more information, visit our website at www.northbend.church. That's www.northbend.church. We hope to see you this Sunday.
Because when it comes to exceptional service...
Back here at East Shade River Stadium, it'll be 1st and 10 Meigs at their own 39-yard line after a fumble by the Eagle offense. Quarterback Gunnar Cleveland in the shotgun with 3 receivers right and a single wide out left. Eagles show blitz on the left side, and a little check with me at the line of scrimmage. Cleveland looks, loads up, pass is caught, and immediately going to be gang tackled. Kyler Basham, though, first one to get there, aided by Blaze Gilmore on the stop.
And Basham got dinged up there on the offensive series, but right back there for the defensive play and a nice tackle, but a 5-yard gain, 4-yard gain, give or take. Like about a 5-yard mark there, Heath.
And not too disappointing for Eastern because they had kind of they had shown what they were going to do there with that blitz. Give up 5, live to fight another day and not give up the big play. 2nd down and 5 for the Marauder offense. The handoff goes to Blackston up the middle, and he'll be tackled after an initial surge, a couple yards on the play, setting up a 3rd and short, and the tackle made by Case Barnett for the Eagles.
Yeah, good open field tackle there. Save that from a 1st down, and we'll get a 3rd down, say 2 or 3.
Eagles need a big defensive play right here, Jared. Try to flip that field position and get the Marauder offense off the field, not let them get oiled up here. 6:20 to go on a winding second quarter clock. Marauders with the football at their own 46-yard line. They'll stay in the gun. This time they'll load it fully with blockers off to each side of the quarterback. Cleveland waits the snap, takes it, and the give straight ahead, and the Eagles are there to meet the task. He'll be short about, may have lost. No, they'll give him about a half a yard there, so it'll be 4th down and call it a long 2 yards.
Looks like Barnett in on that tackle. There was a couple bodies. Tough 4th down call here for Meigs, Heath. It's definitely short enough to go for it, but
maybe try to draw the defense offside here.
That's not a bad idea. You've got some momentum. You could try to hit an open seam down the field, too. I mean,
yeah, and the Eagles going to...
You don't want to give Eastern the football right here at midfield, but you got to take a gamble sometimes.
Late substitution for the Eagles. They're out of timeouts, so they have to go with what they have. They stay with that fully loaded gun on 4th down and call it 2. Cleveland takes the snap, gives straight ahead and through a hole, having 1st down yardage. Good surge there by Griffin Hudson to carry it straight forward. And Meigs using their legs to get it to midfield and pick up the 1st down.
Like Bryson Schuler in on that tackle along with Case Barnett. Big 1st down for Meigs picked up. Good play call there. Safe one, and got the job done.
Well, and much like Eastern did on their last possession, a big conversion. Let's see if the Eagles, though, can make a defensive play here. 5-minute mark of our second quarter, game tied at 7. Meigs with the football. Quarterback wants to throw it. He lost the football. It's on the deck, and Meigs hops on top of it. Eagles were swarming around the football,
boy.
The Marauders somehow come away with it.
Was almost very costly. What a play right there, Heath. And great job by Meigs jumping on that live football. They are going to lose a few yards, but almost lost the football altogether in the possession.
Game clock rolls near 4.5 minutes to go second quarter. We are tied at 7. Late substitution for the Eagles here as Brogan Spencer will come onto the field. And he'll give Jake Parker a break. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Marauders. Back behind the sticks now. They stay with the shotgun look. Twin receivers off to either side of the field. Cleveland claps his hands, takes the snap. Clean pocket, flag down at the line of scrimmage. A little home run ball, and it's in no man's land as it was intended for Griffin Hudson. And let's see what the flag is, though.
Penalty on Meigs.
Maybe a legal formation here. Somebody was covered up at that line of scrimmage, apparently. Question is, do you accept that penalty or make it 3rd down?
Yeah, I think you keep moving them back there. This midfield, as you see, is a good area for Meigs there on the last couple plays, but obviously this is going to set him back a little ways. You're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
Okay.
Make it 3rd down, so Jason Jackson wants to go ahead and take the 3rd and 13?
Yeah, and with
you can understand that. That's a decision to make there for sure.
The Eagles again with a late substitution. Got it in time as Barnett checks back in at safety. on 3rd and long. Cleveland takes the snap. Pressure comes. Pocket collapses. He rolls right, has some running room, and then he runs out of area on that sideline, using that as a defender, a 12th man, so to speak, for the Eagles.
Gained about 6 yards.
Jordan Lawrence forced him out of bounds along with Case Barnett, and it'll be 4th down and about 8 coming up for Meigs. And again, I think they're in that position where you can try to get somebody to jump off sides, make it a little shorter. You can roll the dice here, though. I mean, this is one of those games where you live and die by your offense and your quarterback, and Meigs is going to roll the dice.
This is the first real big play of the game of Phil Heath at this point. Obviously, the 4th down on the goal line was a big one, but this is a massive play with the way that this game could turn from here. And we're going to get a timeout on the Meigs side.
And they are out of timeouts, so with 3:59 to go the opening half, we're tied at 7 and back after this on WJEH and WOW.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
We keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep starting day after day. In the garden we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
Hear him as he hauls in the pass, and they will continue to move the sticks.
Yeah, big play.
Plays
that was
by Owen Tracy,
That was
I
a
believe.
perfect play on that set, and I'm sure it was part of what Meigs' timeout revolved around, trying to find the open man in the right spot, and Meigs does it.
So 1st and 10 Meigs with 3:54 to go until halftime. And remember, Eastern won the toss and elected to take the football first, so the Meigs Marauder offense trying to maybe play 2 for 1 here. Still some field to be worked with as Cleveland takes the snap. This time pressure comes late, and the pass, though, is off and hauled in. Another good pass to that far sideline.
Lawrence on the tackle.
Griffin Hudson pulling in the pass again. Pickup of 7 will be 2nd and 3. Carson Behringer will check out along with Jordan Lawrence. Into the ball game for the Eagles is Bryson Schuler. Clock continues to roll near the 3-minute mark of this second quarter.
Yeah, no rush for Meigs, so they have plenty of time.
Out of the gun, the Marauders on 2nd and 3. Snap back, again looking to pass, little bubble screen far side, and slipping through that will be the receiver Owen Tracy, and he looks to have close to 1st down yardage for the Marauders.
Yeah, Basham in on the tackle for Eastern, but like you said, not before 1st down is picked up and the sticks move once again.
So 1st and 10 Meigs with 3:06 to go until halftime. We are tied at 7, but the Marauders threatening for the second time tonight. That short passing game starting to work for the Marauders, and you got to keep an eye out. They may try to take a shot again downfield. They hit one from 25 already. Ball rests just inside the 26. Shotgun snap. Cleveland. Pressure comes late, and he is buried. Oh, my goodness. Parker Durst came flying in and drills Cleveland for a big sack.
Wow. Complete blind side there, and just nothing that Cleveland could do, obviously, on that one.
3rd sack of the night for the Eagle defense, and none bigger than that one, as that one breathed some life into this defense, which was kind of bending, but 2:40 and counting to go this opening half. That'll set Meigs behind the sticks. A big loss there on 1st down.
And the Eagles desperately needed something, Heath, and they got a big play right there. This was not trending well on this drive. You see if you can get things flipped a little bit here.
Ball at the 34 of Eastern on 2nd down and long. Cleveland takes the snap, rolls the pocket right, looking, has time. He'll heave one off of his back foot, and it'll be incomplete. Wow, what an effort on the far sideline by Griffin Hudson, the senior wide receiver. Couldn't pull it in.
but well defended too, Heath, along the side there. Really nice job by the Eastern defenders and keeping that thing out of reach as best as possible, but that was about the perfectly placed ball. It was right on the money, just ran out of room.
What a half Trace Barnett's had, Jared. He was right there step for step with the wide receiver. Had a big catch earlier in the game, big defensive effort there, and that's third down and long for the Marauders. Out of the gun, Cleveland waits the snap. He's back, pump fakes, throws a little quick route on the near side, and the Eagles are there to meet the task. Beautifully done as Parker Durst takes him down, but he might have got a handful of the face mask.
He sure did. Really tough one there, too. That play just totally snuffed out, and he's going to get a penalty, though, on Eastern. I think it's going to be a 5-yard variety, though. I didn't, and I don't know if they even. Okay, I was looking at the wrong official, Heath. My apologies.
All right, so I believe it's still third down, if I'm not mistaken, though, because it's going to be third and much shorter.
Yep.
Boy, that's tough. Had a really nice stop, and just unfortunately that mistake is going to really cost him the third down about a yard.
Yeah.
Yep. 2:02 to go until halftime. Again, keep in mind, Jared, that Eastern has used all 3 of their timeouts, so if you're thinking try to get a quick score, if they do score, then it's going to be a little tougher. First things first, got to make a defensive stop. Shotgun fully loaded for Cleveland and the Marauders. He takes the snap, quarterback play fake, little dump pass, and it's overshot intended for Griffin Hudson. He had a lot of ground to run.
Yeah, he sure did, and just couldn't get that pass out clean there and couldn't get it done, but going to set up fourth down and short now, Heath.
Yeah, so that was a really nice play call, just couldn't execute, and like I said, Hudson had a ton of room, might have been able to take it to the house there, but fortunately, maybe that dampness on the football caused Cleveland to let it go a little off. So it's fourth down and short. Ball at, let's say, the 19-yard line, Jared? So the mark to gain is just inside the 18. Out of the shotgun, fully loaded on fourth down and short. Big play of this half. Meigs takes the snap. Play fake. Quick pass, ball deflected. It might be loose, and it is, and the Eagles jump on it.
Oh, baby. What a play. What a play.
And the Eagles turn away the Marauders on fourth down and short.
And again, we say what a play, but Coach Jackson would say incompletion. Coach Jackson would say win the play. That was a fumble. It was marked off. And
sure
Eastern did win the play, in fact, on that one. So well done. 2 chances. He third and 1 and fourth and 1, and 2 plays that maybe could have gone, especially the third down play. Just could not get executed. Give credit to Eastern. Great job there on the fourth down.
So now a minute 36 to go until halftime. Eastern can be cautiously aggressive here. No timeouts, but if you can hit a big pass downfield or break a run, and you start thinking a little bit more greedy. Here's a option toss to the near side, and Basham gets by the initial surge. He'll turn it upfield across the 30 down to the 33, and he'll sidestep a defender out of bounds, which will stop the clock. So not only was it a really nice run after initial contact, first down yardage, and you stop the clock.
Yeah, solid 10-yard gain there for Basham. Is that right?
Yep, Kyler Basham is using those tough legs back. And that will be a first down, brought to you by Riverfront Bookstore Lounge. 1:26 to go on a stop second quarter clock. Game tied at 7. Eagles, after their first forced turnover, have the football at their own 31-yard line, or the 35-yard line. Here's the snap. Give straight up the middle, and through a hole but not much running room there will be the Eagle ball carrier. See, they unpile. Parker Durst on the carry for a yard. Clock continues to run. We're at 1:12 now. Second and 9 for the Eagles. A little bit more of a hurry here as Yonker comes up under his center. Single wide out near side right. Meigs shows blitz. Handoff goes to Durst straight through a hole. He sidesteps one tackler but can't get first down yardage. He'll be stopped at about the 43-yard line, setting up third down and 3.
About 7 yards, yep.
Down to 47 seconds on a rolling clock. Eagles ready to go right back to the line of scrimmage. Yonker up under the center. Takes the snap. Counter handoff near side. Everybody there for Meigs as they'll blow that play up and put a halt to Eastern's drive. Clock will roll to 30 seconds and likely take us to the end of the first half. Both teams out of timeouts. Eastern likely going to just let this thing run out. Only 15 seconds to go. They may try to run one more play. Down to 10 seconds to go. You got to be very careful here not to give them any time. And Yonker wants to throw, but a flag down. Barnett.
They blew the play dead. They're not going to let it keep going.
So Barnett had one-on-one coverage, but flagged down, and the procedure will back up the Eagles 5 yards. They just take a snap and take a knee on it now with only 2 seconds left.
Yep.
And make sure you let 2 seconds tick off.
Interesting first half. Not much scoring. All of it was in a really small window of time.
Yeah, and in a game like this, you almost felt like it was going to be a chess match early.
Meigs, what a great job, Heath, after the Meigs or the Eastern touchdown. The response that they had, they're going to go ahead and send it to halftime as the clock did start back on the coach or the official spot. So ready for a break, Heath.
2 scores, 1 for each team. We are tied at 7 as we head to the break. It's Eastern 7, Meigs 7. Halftime coverage coming your way after the break here on WJEH and WOWK+.
National Bank, your banking home. Home National offers personal, mortgage, and business loans. See Home National for all your checking and savings needs. Home National Bank, located in Racine, Syracuse, Middleport, and Ravenswood. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and our MLS number 583473. When you bank with Home National Bank, you're banking at home. So come home to Home National Bank online at homenatlbank.com.
Easier now than ever to take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. If you're on the boat, out working, if you're outside of our coverage area, you can still listen to 93.1 The Wolf through the new 93.1 The Wolf on the go app, available now for Apple and Android devices. Listen to all your Superstar Country favorites, live local sports coverage, news, weather, and the Morning Howl with Tom Payne. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and simply enter 93.1 on the go and download the app.
Keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the garden we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
Cheering from the stands, competing on the field, or just trying to keep up with everyday life, Riverbend Chiropractic is here to help you move and feel your best. Dr. Tyler K. offers evidence-based chiropractic care, massage therapy, rehabilitation, dry needling, Class 4 laser therapy, and now shockwave therapy all under one roof. We're accepting new patients, most insurance plans, and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route 7 in Tuppers Plains, on our website at theriverbendchiro.com, or call at 740-846-0000.
Cool Spot Country Market on State Route 7 in Tuppers Plains. Try a selection from our daily hot food menu for lunch.
It's so good.
Check out the cuts of locally raised beef in our meat case. Surprise your family or coworkers with an assortment of donuts baked fresh by our team of bakers. Stock up on lunch meats and cheeses cut to order in our deli. The Cool Spot Country Market in Tuppers Plains. Visit us on Facebook or call 740-846-0000.
You're buying your first home, selling your current one, or searching for your forever home? Trust the experience and local knowledge of Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar. Proudly serving Meigs, Gallia, and Athens counties, Amy provides personalized service, professional marketing, and guidance every step of the way. Proud supporter of Eastern Eagles football. When you're ready for your next chapter, call Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar.
As we said, had a late start due to the weather, but what a tremendous first half. Good chess match between these two schools, as we knew it would be, and Eastern primarily a ground team and Meigs likes to put the ball in the air, and it's been no surprises in the first half. Both teams have executed those plans. A couple turnovers, one for each team, a couple touchdowns, one for each.
Yeah, and I think interesting halftime, I think, for both of the squads, too. I think, Eastern, obviously, their run game did very well at times in this one. Meigs, same with some of their passing plays. But, on the other side, you've had some serious miscues just good defense on both teams, too. You got to give the defenses some credit. It doesn't always amount to a bad play on the offensive side, but just some execution on that 3rd and 1 by Meigs Heath that really kept this from possibly being a 7-point game here at halftime instead of a 7-7 tie.
Well, Jared, both of these teams tonight are wearing stickers on their helmets to honor the legendary coach for the Meigs Marauders, Charles Chansey, who passed away this past week. And our very own Tom Hunter has a tribute that we'd like to play here during our halftime as both Eagle fans and Marauder fans mourn the loss of Coach Chansey.
For generations of football players and fans on both sides of the river in the Bend area, the name Charles Chansey has meant one thing over the years: Marauder football. The legendary former head coach of the Meigs Marauders passed away over the weekend, leaving behind a legacy that reaches far beyond the football field. Chansey's coaching career began at a remarkably young age. A Jackson County native, a graduate of Ripley High School, and a member of Ripley High's Football Hall of Fame, Chansey would continue his playing career on the collegiate level at Marshall University as a member of the Thundering Herd. His playing career at Huntington with the Herd cut short by injuries. Chansey began his coaching journey as a graduate assistant with the Marshall football program. At just 23 years old, he was hired to lead the Pomeroy High Purple Panthers. In 4 seasons, his Pomeroy teams won 26 games. Then came an even bigger challenge. In 1967, Pomeroy, Middleport, and Rutland high schools were consolidated to form Meigs Local, and Charles Chansey was tapped as the leader to build the new school's football program. The circumstances were anything but ordinary. Construction of the new high school at Rock Springs wasn't complete, so students remained at their former schools in that first season. Players were bused to Middleport for practice while home games were played at Pomeroy. Chansey and his players were quite literally building a football program while their new school was being built around them, and they were remarkably successful. That inaugural Meigs Marauder football team finished the season 9-1, with its lone loss coming to Powerhouse Ironton by a final score of 8-0. The Marauders captured an SEOAL football championship. Chansey would go on to coach Meigs from 1967 all the way through 1986, and then return for one final season in 1988. His career record at Meigs on the gridiron, 117 victories. He coached 12 winning seasons, including a perfect 10-0 campaign in 1986. But the numbers only tell part of the story. Chansey coached his 2 sons, Rick and Mike, both standout quarterbacks playing for their father at Meigs. Mike went on to play at Ohio State before eventually returning to Meigs to serve as head coach after his father, where he won 103 games in 19 seasons. Mike continues in a leadership role with the Meigs Local School District as the principal currently at Meigs High School. Another of Chansey's standouts, University of Rio Grande head football coach Mike Bartram, who went on to play football collegiately at Marshall University, achieving All-American honors as a tight end, later spending 13 seasons playing in the National Football League. Chansey once said it was an honor to have someone he coached make it to the NFL. For countless other players, the honor was having Charles Chansey as their coach. His name lives on at Meigs Local High School, where the road leading to the campus bears his name. But his greatest legacy isn't a road sign, a win total, or a championship. It's the generations of young men he taught, the football program he helped build, and the community he helped to shape. Charles Chansey wasn't simply one of the most successful football coaches in southeastern Ohio history. He was one of the people who helped make Meigs football and the Meigs community what it is today. His name and his legacy will never be forgotten.
And again, thanks to Tom Hunter and us at WJEH send our condolences to the Chansey family over their loss. Rest in peace, Coach Charles Chansey. So at the half, Jared, it is Meigs and Eastern tied at 7. We've talked about the 2 offenses. How about the 2 defenses? Of course, a couple big stops on both sides. If you're a Marauder fan, you're happy with the forced fumble, and if you're Eastern, you're thrilled to get that fumble right before halftime that kept Meigs not only off the board, but they also get the ball to start the second half. So that could have been a really big dynamic there, and it did turn out to be a big dynamic as Eastern able to turn them away and get that fumble recovery on a 4th and short. Keep in mind it was 3rd and short.
And what a massive possession it's going to be, like you said, coming out of the halftime. And, we're about 13 minutes or so away from getting the second half started, but it's going to really set the tone for this game, and you've got it notched up at 7-7 right now, Heath. And this game quickly could have gotten away from Eastern there. You had a couple big opportunities for the Marauders, and they could not capitalize. And same on the other side, like you said, give plenty of credit to the Meigs defense as well. They've settled in really, really well for the most part against that run game that Eastern was really looking good early on. They've slowed them down.
And we knew based on last year's game this was going to be a really tightly contested game. Both teams really want to win this contest, and the folks here in Meigs definitely want to win. If you're wearing maroon, then you want to beat the team in green, and vice versa. If you're from Reedsville, you want the Eagles to beat the Marauders. And these two have only played 4 times now, and it's crazy to think that. Obviously when you think of Meigs, you think of Eastern and Southern and Meigs versus Southern, and now you have 3 teams in this area. And obviously, going forward, Jared, these two won't see each other this season after this, as Eastern is in Division 7 and Meigs is in Division 5. So this will be the one and only time they'll play, and that's why bragging rights are so important here tonight. And if you're Meigs, you're trying to get revenge over last year in Pomeroy at Farmers Bank Stadium, and had that one in the books, 19-7. Eastern with 2 big turnovers late.
Yeah, And that's what you're looking at this game, too. I think, somebody's going to either make a mistake or someone's going to make a big play. And, this second half's going to be a really exciting one to watch here, I think, Heath, and listen to.
Well, just something to note, if you are an Eagles supporter, Eastern Athletics discount cards are in. If you find the need, they're only $10, Jared. Really,
that's awesome.
Really nice price there for that.
And lots of great opportunities on that card,
absolutely.
too.
If you have any questions, just contact the athletic director, Mr. Brock Stewart, at Eastern Local High School, and you can pick up those cards. Those are good until August of next year. Tons of different businesses on there.
There's like 20 different things on their options, and only a $10 card, and that doesn't expire until next August. So really a cool fundraiser. You've seen schools do that. I don't think I've seen one for $10 though. That's about as good as you can find. That's an excellent deal, and great to support the programs.
Absolutely, and thanks so much, speaking of support of our programs, to all of our great sponsors for our coverage here on WJEH, and we will be with you all season long right here in Reedsville and beyond, as where we planning on making the road trips. Only 4 road games this year, so we'll get very comfortable here in the friendly confines at Reedsville, and we'll be here again next week and 2 weeks after that.
All right,
So 4 straight home games.
Looking forward to it for sure. Nice to have a new home over here at broadcasting home with us, and love the opportunity and getting a great football game right off the bat here as we expected. Everybody, I think, in the area expected it to be, as good as advertised, and here we are.
Well, we had the Meigs High School Marching Band perform. We'll see Eastern here in just a few, but while we have the chance, we're going to take a halftime break as we're still 10 minutes or so away from the second half kickoff, as you're listening to coverage on WJEH and WOWK TV.
Chevrolet GMC is the #1 seller of GM vehicles in Southeast Ohio because of magical deals like this. Save up to $11,000 on 2026 GMC Sierra HDs. Stop by Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy, Ohio, and make your car dreams come true.
Deals at 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy, Ohio offers a great selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. Wheels and Deals also offers great service after the sale with a state-of-the-art service department. Sales, service, and selection is what they're all about. Call today and drive away with your next vehicle at 740-992-4443. That's Wheels and Deals, 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy.
When you call New Era Broadband, you aren't routed to a call center halfway across the world. You're talking to your neighbors, right here in Pomeroy. We're locally owned and operated, dedicated to keeping our community connected with fast, reliable internet and real local support you can trust. Because when it comes to exceptional service, nothing beats local hands and local hearts. New Era Broadband.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Watch 13 News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
We keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the garden we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
Shade River Stadium here during our halftime break. Game tied at 7 between Eastern and Meigs. First score was by the Eagles, a 2-yard Blaze Gilmore touchdown run. That was answered nearly immediately by Meigs County on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Gunnar Cleland. Jared, since then, a couple turnovers for each team, or one turnover per team, and some good defensive matchups here and there. And like I said, it's been a chess match through 2 quarters.
Yeah, a little bit of say the weather and stuff set in a little bit too. You start getting banged up. We saw some guys for Eastern that went down with some injuries they're playing through, and same with Meigs. These first games are always tough. Start really getting that full-on contact, and then also just getting into an actual game flow. So,
well, Jared, the Eagles looking to make the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. Meigs just missed out on the playoffs last year at 5-5, and they have to look back to Week 1 and that tough loss they had to these Eagles.
Yep, and not only that, but the change from 16 to 12 teams obviously makes that more difficult too, and mixed feelings on that, but that the competition based and stuff. There's a reason for it, but that's always a tough one when you end up missing out. It's never a fun spot to be in.
We talked about the Eagles throwing it back to the old school this year as they have brought back the dark green jerseys with the gold trim. That was something that Coach Jason Jackson really wanted to do in the offseason, was bring back the throwbacks. We've known Coach Jackson for a long time. He's a traditionalist. He's a historian. He loves old school things, and it's no wonder this team plays with so much grit and determination up front, and that's just the way he is and the way he knows.
Yeah, that's right. When I tell you, his attention to detail is unmatched, and that's the thing. You're going to get 110% from him, and you've seen that over here at Eastern and the success that the Eagles have had the last 5 seasons. So and then some on top of that. So definitely good to have a leader like Coach Jackson in that spot, and the players have responded really well since he's come over here, and his staff as well.
Yeah, and on the far sideline, Coach Yates has been here now 3 years with Meigs, and he wants this team to be fast, aggressive, high scoring, throw the ball. And tonight had to just be deflating a bit for them with the rain coming down maybe, 25, 30 minutes before kickoff, knowing that his team likes to put the ball in the air. And they have done a nice job to fight through that. They've had to run the ball a few times, which they did pick up some key first downs on the ground. They've done a nice job with that starting line that has 4 of 5 starters from last year returning. We mentioned that earlier. And that's been the strength of their team so far tonight. And they're going to continue to rely on their star senior quarterback, Gunnar Cleland, who's a really big arm, one of the best in all of Southeast Ohio, if not all of Ohio, really, Jared. He's just really electric, and you'd like to see what he can do in dry conditions. Fortunately for the Eagles tonight, that's not the case, and it slowed him down just a little bit. But as this game progresses, the ball's going to be on number 2's shoulders for the Marauders.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this field fares, too, Heath. The rest of this game, it's pretty, it's got some spots, but it's holding up so far, especially with the amount of rain that we've had. Like you mentioned, though, lots of games going to be on this field all in, the next month. So it's going to get a lot of use. You hope that the rain is going to decide at some point to discontinue at the clip that we've been getting it this summer. It's been a very wet summer.
Defensively for the Eagles there in the first half, they were led by Case Barnett and Parker Durst with 4 tackles apiece. They also each had a sack. 3 team sacks in that first half. Parker Durst delivering one of the hardest hits of the night so far, sacking quarterback Gunnar Cleveland. They're late in the second half. Marauders taking the field for their second half warm-ups as they made their way out of the locker rooms. We'll still wait to see the Eagles come out as we're about 3 minutes or so away from the kickoff to start the second half. Game tied at 7 apiece. It's Eastern and Meigs, second half coming your way here in just a few moments on WJEH and WOWK+.
Easier now than ever to take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. If you're on the boat, out working, if you're outside of our coverage area, you can still listen to 93.1 The Wolf through the new 93.1 The Wolf On The Go app, available now for Apple and Android devices. Listen to all your Superstar Country favorites, live local sports coverage, news, weather, and the Morning Howl with Tom Payne. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and simply enter 93.1 On The Go and download the app.
Chevrolet GMC is the #1 seller of GM vehicles in Southeast Ohio because of magical deals like this. Save up to $11,000 on 2026 GMC Sierra HDs. Stop by Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy, Ohio, and make your car dreams come true.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
National Bank, your banking home. Home National offers personal, mortgage, and business loans. See Home National for all your checking and savings needs. Home National Bank, located in Racine, Syracuse, Middleport, and Ravenswood. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and our MLS number 583473. When you bank with Home National Bank, you're banking at home. So come home to Home National Bank online at homenatlbank.com.
Back here at East Shade River Stadium, Eastern and Meigs back out for the second half warm-ups. We're about a minute away from kicking this thing back off, Jared, as it'll be Eastern kicking it off to Meigs. And keys to the second half, obviously, turnovers have to be limited, and you want to force some if you're Eastern.
Yeah, and this possession, I know it always is, Heath, that starting possession of the second half. And, coaches and experts always want to talk about how it's the most, important possession of the game. And, they say that before it even kicks off. And, definitely believe it. Especially now, you're tied up in this game, so you're starting back over from square one, and now you're the team with the football to start it. It's simple as that. And now you've only got 2 quarters left. So Meigs has done what they needed to do. They would have loved to have been up a touchdown right now. That would have been massive for Meigs. And they had a big opportunity on a 3rd and 1 and a 4th and 1, but could not execute to keep that drive going as they were marching into Eastern territory, Heath. But, this opportunity still is there for Meigs and getting the ball first. Eastern defense, a lot of pressure on those guys to see if they can come up with a big play. And what are we going to see out of this offense to get the game started, or the second half started? Are we going to see some of the run game try to get established from Meigs? Are we going to continue just seeing that aerial attack that we've seen for the most part? Going to be very interesting. I think going to be a chess match in this one the rest of the way.
For sure. You wouldn't expect anything less. And we're closing in on getting things started. We still have a couple minutes before we kick things off, as they did put a few more minutes back on the clock for some warm-ups as they were a little later coming out. But you look at what Meigs did offensively, and then we talked about what Eastern did to counter that. 4 tackles in the backfield for the Eagle defense, including those 3 sacks we alluded to. They did have the 1 fumble recovery. Meigs had the 1 fumble recovery as well. Eastern fortunate maybe they didn't have a second fumble down at the goal line on that scoring possession. Braxton Yonker saving a potential turnover, diving on a loose football around the 3-yard line. And keep in mind the Eagles scoring on 4th down and goal to take that lead. Meigs scoring, like I said, on a 25-yard touchdown on the next drive. But good answers and good counters by both teams so far tonight, and it's been really interesting. But something else I did want to mention, Jared, was a lot of games being played last night here in the state of Ohio. Let's look at some of those finals while we have these extra minutes. Boyd County, Kentucky knocked off Gallia Academy 45-7. Portsmouth West defeats Fairland 19-13. Wheelersburg over Portsmouth 63-0. Sims Valley 55, Chesapeake 13. Russell, Kentucky, the Red Devils 34-0 over Cole Grove. Rock Hill defeats Minford 49-20. South Point over Beaver Eastern 30-27. Really good game there to start the season. South Gallia edges out Southern 32-30. Nelsonville York beats Trimble 40-6. Waterford shuts out Vinton County 36-0. Alexander 47, Miller 14. Wellston 35, Oak Hill 6. Byrne Union defeats River Valley 40-6. Athens knocks off Logan 49-21. Fisher Catholic beats Belpre 28-19. Morgan over Marietta 35-32. New Lexington over Fairfield Union 33-14. Lucasville Valley over Paint Valley 41-0. And Miami Trace over Waverly 48-14. There'll be some other scores as there were several Thursday games played this past week as well, and this being the only Saturday game on the slate for the area, so that makes this one a big matchup as we knew it would be coming in, as you have two teams from Meigs going at it for the right to have bragging rights here.
I think we're about ready to get this second half kicked off. Waiting for the signal and the go-ahead from the official. Eastern is lining up to kick off from the 40-yard line.
Grady Murphy, the junior kicker. A couple left-footed kickers in the game tonight. You don't see it that often.
Okay, let's go.
3 return men back for the Marauders. 2 standing at their own 19-yard line, and the deep man back at the 14. And there's the whistle ready for play. Second half of football. Game tied at 7 and a squib kick to the near side of the field. It'll be picked up at the 24-yard line by Tracy. He'll reverse field, and then he'll stutter step, and the Eagles are there to meet the call.
Oh, my goodness, what a tackle.
Claymore, the senior defensive back, with a big stop.
That was a big-time loss there on the play after really could have gone for some yardage there, stretching that field across the way, and not fooled by it was Claymore Heath.
So good special teams play for the Eagles as the Marauders will set up shop at their own 22-yard line. They operate from right to left in their road white jerseys with the maroon pants and the maroon headgear. Eagles in those dark green home jerseys with the white numerals trimmed in gold. 3-man defensive front for Jason Jackson's defense. Out of the shotgun, fully loaded, Meigs takes the snap. The give off the right side through a hole is the ball carrier. Positive yardage across the 25 down near the 27-yard line as they unpile.
Like Coleman on the tackle, Heath.
Yeah.
His helmet came off, so he'll have to come off for a play.
Yeah, Colin Coleman, the big defensive tackle. And that will put Brogan Spencer back into the defensive front. He's had a lot of playing time here tonight. So it'll be second down and a long 6 for the Marauders. They stay with twins in the backfield on each side of quarterback Cleland. 2 receivers right and a single wide out left. Cleland claps his hands and the handoff right side, and getting past the initial surge of defense and getting first down yardage is the ball carrier going left to right. Needed about 7 yards and picks up close to 10.
Well, had several Eagles in on that tackle, but like you said, a first down. Barnett and Basham in on it. The sticks move for the Marauders as they have the ball now at their own 35-yard line and moving here in this third quarter.
Brogan Short in the defensive unit now, playing at left tackle. Here's the snap, and again the running game. And through a hole, but a flag down in the area where you're likely going to see a hold.
You're just waiting, too, on Cleland to pull one of those back and go play action, Heath. But like you said, penalty coming here on the Marauders.
Like Hudson carrying the ball there for the Marauder offense. But
now you may start looking for a play here, open it up here on first and long. Meigs is not afraid to throw the football, as we know, but trying to get the run game established here to get this third quarter going. Saw some decent runs out of them so far in this one.
And much like we saw from Eastern there in that first half, mistakes in that first game, it's going to be a thing. Penalties really can put you in a bad spot. Now, backed up to near that original starting point, as it'll be 1st and 20 now for the Marauder offense. They'll go back to that 4 wide receiver look. 2 off to each side. Quarterback with the snap. Has time. Pressure comes late. He gets rid of it and picking up positive yardage to the 32-yard line. Let's see who pulled that one in. Tough angle here. Is that Hudson again?
Looked like Lawrence on the
Tracy,
tackle.
I'm sorry, pulled it in, and it was Lawrence on the stop.
2nd down and, call it 14, Heath?
Eagles sub in another defensive tackle, as that'll be Grady Murphy, giving a breather to McClanahan. Out of the shotgun for Meigs. Snap is back on 2nd down and long. Pressure comes, but the ball's gotten rid of, and a good pass by Cleveland, and getting past the defender and getting 1st down yardage will be Griffin Hudson, the senior, all the way down into Eastern territory. Parker Durst makes the stop, but not before a big gainer for the Marauders.
Yeah, just what Meigs needed now, moving right along and getting that offense rolling once again. Eastern defense trying not to break, bending here big time, and see what Jason Jackson's defensive Eagles can do here.
10.5 minutes to go on a winding third quarter clock. Game still tied at 7. Meigs with the first possession of the half. Out of the gun, Cleveland claps his hands together, takes the snap, hand it off straight up the middle, and again, big running room for the Marauders. On the run is the senior Beckham Blackston, who picks up about 8 yards.
Yeah, before Barnett finally gets the tackle upfield there, and a couple substitutions for Eastern, trying to slow it down a little bit. Meigs got the Eagles on their heels right now.
2nd down, call it 2. Spot the ball at the 37-yard line of Eastern. We're around the 39. Tough angle from here. Out of the shotgun on 2nd down. Snap is back out of the gun. Cleveland looks. Pass far side of the field. Hauled in. Another 1st down for Meigs across the 30.
Jordan Lawrence again with the tackle downfield.
And Meigs really methodical on this drive, getting open receivers on each side of the field. Eagles trying to make quick subs here and there, but not able to slow down this passing attack. And this is right around the area Meigs had it on their last possession to end the first half. It stalled out due to a fumble. Let's see if Eastern can come up with a defensive stop here.
Need a big play here.
9:24 to go, third quarter. Game tied at 7, but Meigs threatening a bit. Out of the shotgun. The give. Going to be straight up the middle, and the Eagles this time give them resistance. Only a couple on the run.
Like Gilmore.
Blaze Gilmore.
Yep.
It comes up with the stop from his Mike linebacker position.
Still too many yards there, a few yards. I mean, great stop, but Meigs picking up, just what they need there on 1st down. 2nd and call it 7.
Marauders taking a little bit of extra time here as they send 2 receivers off to each side of the field. Protector to the right, a quarterback. Now he'll shift to the left. Cleveland surveys the defense. Senior quarterback takes the snap. Delayed blitz. Here comes the pressure. He gets rid of it. Has a man wide open. It's hauled in. And near the end zone, do they signal? They do. Touchdown, Meigs. Let's go. What a pass from Gunnar Cleveland to get rid of a dual safety blitz. And they burn the Eastern defense.
And called about 27 yards, give or take. Executed well once again.
That is a big score to start the half for the Marauders. And a really nice opening drive. So on for the point after will be Luke Roush, second point after attempt. 8:36 to go of the third quarter. Meigs scores first on their opening possession. Cleveland is the holder and Roush the kicker from the far side of the field. 6-point lead as we stand. The snap is clean, the hold is down, and the kick is up and good. So Meigs draws first blood here in the third quarter. It's 14-7 Marauders. Eagles looking to answer when we come back here on WJEH and WOWK+. Cheering from the stands, competing on the field, or just trying to keep up with everyday life, Riverbend Chiropractic is here to help you move and feel your best. Dr. Tyler Kay offers evidence-based chiropractic care, massage therapy, rehabilitation, dry needling, Class 4 laser therapy, and now shockwave therapy all under one roof.
We're accepting new patients, most insurance plans, and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route 7 in Tuppers Plains, on our website at theriverbendcairo.com, or call at 740-846-0000.
You're buying your first home, selling your current one, or searching for your forever home? Trust the experience and local knowledge of Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar. Proudly serving Meigs, Gallia, and Athens counties, Amy provides personalized service, professional marketing, and guidance every step of the way. Proud supporter of Eastern Eagles football. When you're ready for your next chapter, call Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar.
lbank.com.
Back at East Shade River Stadium with 8:36 to go of our third quarter. Meigs takes the lead for the first time tonight, 14-7. An orchestrated drive executed well by the passing game as Cleveland gets another passing score. Ensuing kickoff, the Eagles will bring it upfield and crossing the 30 down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, good
return.
return.
Trace Barnett.
Almost down to the 40-yard line, like you said, Heath. So good starting.
Chevrolet GMC is the #1 seller of GM vehicles in Southeast Ohio because of magical deals like this. Save up to $11,000 on 2026 GMC Sierra HDs. Stop by Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy, Ohio, and make your car dreams come true.
Up front, this is a really deep offensive line the Eagles have. You'd like to see them get a push up front. There toward the end of the half, you saw Meigs really start to stuff that run. Let's see what Meigs has in store defensively for this Eastern offense now. Yonker goes up under his center. Marauders show blitz, and the first man through gets the call, and nothing doing there. The Eagles might have picked up a yard on the give.
It was Basham. Not much,
movement.
yep.
It'll be a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up for Eastern.
That was Basham's team leading 9th carry, probably game leading too.
So Eastern playing from behind for the first time tonight. They did that last year on the road at Meigs. It'll be 2nd and 9, all just shy of the 40-yard line of Eastern. Again, Meigs shows blitz, and Yonker does a check of the line with me. Looks over to the sideline, now back under center with back split behind him. Toss play to the near side. Nice block by Barnett. Here's Basham, and a flag down, and it's a big gainer going to be negated as they're going to call a crackback block.
Maybe a face mask over here.
Basham's still pounding his way downfield, but boy, that's a tough flag. Just a great block by Trace Barnett.
Really thought we might get a face mask down here. He got spun around well after the play, but
yeah, that's tough. Great block by Barnett, Jared. Just tough the way it is now.
Yep.
That's going to be a real killer because it's going to put Eastern behind the sticks after what should have been a nice first down run.
They called a hold? Okay.
So that will be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd down and a long challenge for the Eagles. That's a killer.
Mm-hmm.
So 7:33 to go. Stop third quarter clock. Meigs leading it now 14-7. Eagles playing from behind the sticks after a tough holding penalty there. Mark to gain is just shy of midfield as Yonker goes under center at the 30. There's the snap. Option rolling left. He tosses it to Durst. Parker looks for the corner. Looking, has pursuit, and he'll pick up good yardage, but getting near the original line of scrimmage to set up 3rd down and much more manageable, but it'll be still 3rd and about 11.
Yeah, only about 4 yards on that one. Who did you have on that carry, Heath? Is that Basham?
Parker
Durst. Okay, thank you.
And they will mark him just shy of the 37. So it'll be 3rd down, call it 12 for the Eagles. Again, Mark to gain is right around the 49 of Eastern. 15 seconds on the play clock. Game clock at 6:42, third quarter. Eagles trail by 7. Now they bring motion from the near side, an extra tight end as Yonker goes under center. Toss play again. Here's Basham looking for the corner, has blockers, still looking. Turns it outside. He's grabbed from back on the backside, and right at the first down marker, it's going to be tough. But he did a nice job to even get that extra. He might have the first down.
Yeah, he very well might.
Great run by Basham in between those blockers. Blaze Gilmore leading the way.
First down.
And that's a big first down for the Eagles. After what was a tough penalty, that'll be Yet another Eastern Eagles first down. Those first downs this year are brought to you by Riverfront Bookstore Lounge. Hope to say that more and more tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Big pickup there. See what Eastern's got now, fresh set of downs.
Eagles come to the line just shy of midfield. And now flags down at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like the Eagles are going to be backing up again. Motion up front on that right side of the line. May have gotten Jake Parker moving early, or I'm not sure who they flagged. But it will be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 1st and 15 now for Eastern. And clock continues to roll inside of 6 minutes to go third quarter. Meigs 14, Eastern 7. Eagles get a big pickup on 3rd down and 12, but now go backwards 5 yards. Meigs stacks the middle. Hand off to Parker Durst. Parker looks for running room, and he's spun around and dropped shy of the 49-yard line. And now a late hit. No flag on the field. My goodness.
Jeez Louise.
Called a tough one earlier.
Yeah, you call one on a push out of bounds on a runner, but that there you get slung out of the pile at the end of the play and no call. Yikes.
So Durst does pick up positive yardage, give him 3. Sets up 2nd down and 12. 5:04 on a winding third quarter clock. The Eagles huddle up and go back to work here on 2nd down and 12.
Watch the shot to BB right here.
Wide receiver split far to the left side. Here's the snap, and again, handoff right side, and this time Basham explodes through, and a flag came down from the cheap seats all the way from deep in the secondary of Meigs. See what we have here. It's right at the line of scrimmage. Of course, he threw it from way downtown. Let's see what the flag's all about. Could be a face mask area or something. Let's see. Nope, he happened to have X-ray vision. He saw that hold from about 30 yards downfield.
You couldn't see Yonker get slung out of the pile, but all right, got to find a way to
Eagles
get this
3 penalties on this drive.
Yeah,
2 of those being the holding variety.
May see if you can draw a penalty of your own. Maybe take a shot somewhere, but
yeah,
I mean you've had those happen and you've not gotten them so far. So we'll see.
Clock trickles down inside of 4:40 to go the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down, call it 17, I believe. Mark to gain is the 41 of Meigs. Yonker goes up under center. And again flags at the line of scrimmage. False start against the Eagles. This has been a rough drive for the Eagle offense.
Been kind of a rough game as far as penalties for Eastern overall, Heath. I mean, both teams have had their share, but Meigs has been able to do more with what they needed.
Well, and Meigs is really stuffing the interior of that line. Eagles are going to have to find a play on the perimeter, try to make them pay for that because they are stacking the interior of that defense. 4:15 as the clock continues to roll. Third quarter action, Meigs on top by 7, 14-7 here with the only score of the second half. Eastern, a lot of penalties on this drive have hurt their chances of trying to get back into tying this thing. Here's the snap. And option play. And again, flags down at the line of scrimmage.
It's ridiculous, guys. That is not the time for this. I mean, you really are in a bind now. It's going to be about 2nd and 30.
Yeah, and there's really no plays in the playbook for that. Jason Jackson marches onto the field, really upset with his team, and I think he's going to use one of his 3 timeouts here. So he will talk things over, maybe a much-needed reset for the Eagles as they trail 14-7, and they're faced with 2nd down and call it a mile coming up. Back after this on WJEH and WOWK+.
Come to the Cool Spot Country Market on State Route 7 in Tuppers Plains. Try a selection from our daily hot food menu.
And out of the timeout, the Eagles Much needed discussion. Several penalties on this drive. I believe 5 penalties, 3 of those being false starts and 2 holdings. That will not help your cause, especially down 14-7. Now, see if they can clean things up after that discussion. Just inside of 4 minutes to go of the third quarter. Eagles need a big play here to try to flip this momentum back in their favor. Eagles go with a single wide receiver to the far side of the field left. That's Trace Barnett. Everybody else in tight. Counter handoff goes to Blaze Gilmore. He has blockers ahead. Turns it upfield across midfield. Still on his feet. Grinds all the way down to the 43-yard line.
Just waiting for a flag to be thrown somewhere out of the bleachers, but nothing that time. And Blaze Gilmore blazes down the field for a huge gain. Just a couple yards short of that first down marker.
More like a blaze of glory there as it's 3rd down and short now for the Eagle offense, and that is just what the doctor ordered.
We'll call that unofficially 28 yards. It was hard to get a gauge on that one completely, but
28 sounds reasonable.
Yeah, 3rd and call it 2.
Everybody in tight with a single wide receiver to the near side right. Yonker goes up under his center on 3rd down, call it 2. Braxton takes the snap, toss play near side, looking for running room and getting it. And turning it upfield is Kyler Basham. 25-20, steps inside the 18, and he's got another first down, brought to you by Riverfront Bookstore Lounge.
Really nice carry there for Basham as he takes it from the 22 down to the 18, or from the 42 down to the 18, excuse me. Really nice gain there of 24 yards.
Now
Eastern in business now if they can keep this thing going.
Inside the red zone for the first time this half, and a couple big runs after that timeout. Coach Jason Jackson sensed that he needed to talk some turkey with his troops, and big response right out of that timeout. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles inside the 18-yard line, call it the 17. 2 minutes, 37 seconds to go of the third quarter. Meigs holding on to a 7-point lead, but Eastern knocking on the door. Yonker takes the snap, toss play to Barnett, looking for blockers, tries to turn the corner. He won't get much. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and then get 2 yards to set up 2nd down and 8. Good play design there, just couldn't string the play out long enough, and a good job pursuing on the far side of that field by the Meigs defense.
I'll see what Eastern's got here now, facing a 2nd and call it 8, short 8.
The Eagles will go with a single wide receiver off to the left, and that is Clay Moore, I believe. Here's the snap. Yonker with the give. Up the middle, keeping his feet is Basham, still grinding down inside the 10-yard line.
That's a nice gain.
Be 3rd down and a couple for the Eagles.
Solid 6 yards for Basham. He had some nice carries earlier, Heath, and then got slowed down, had 0-1, -1-0, and then has had some nice ones.
Well, and remember, he had his arm banged up there in the first quarter, and since then he's ran with purpose. Good run by Kyler Basham, the junior. See what the Eagles come up with here on 3rd down and 2. All rest just across the 10 of Meigs. The mark to gain is the 8. They break huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock with 1:15 to go of the third quarter. Yonker takes the snap, give to Gilmore, and he dives across the 9, close to first down yardage.
I think he's short a little bit, Heath.
Far side officials right at the marker near side will get the call, and it will be 4th down and maybe a yard. They'll unpile everybody, and it's really tough. They're going to get a measurement at least, so that'll give Eastern time to talk things over as the officials will make the call to the chains across the field.
All right, folks. First time we've had this so far tonight, and a big time for it.
Well, and either way, obviously Eastern's going to go for it here. The question is who gets the call? They've had some tough exchanges under center. Does Yonker just try to sneak it straight forward if it's 4th and short?
We're inside of a minute to go in this third quarter, too, and this game quickly shortening. See where this ball stands. It's going to be short, considerably short.
I think he's short about a whole yard at least.
Yeah. They get a timeout. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's 4th down and a yard, and the Eagles, with a big play coming up, trailing 14-7. They are inside the Meigs, we'll say 8.5-yard line.
Main thing here, Heath, is to be disciplined and not take a pre-snap penalty, obviously.
Yeah, and that goes for either team because Meigs, if they jump, And that gives Eastern the free first down.
And it's hard on these plays. It's you're getting ready for a 1 yard or a goal line play. Those are really tough for both sides to stay at home. So we'll see what we got here.
You have to believe the Eagles will go with a hard count. We'll see what play they dial up here on fourth down. Call it a yard.
They do have to have a little bit of urgency. They're getting to 10 seconds on the play clock, so got to move a little bit.
Our biggest play of the game to this point. Yonker under center takes the snap, and he's got plenty, but a flag down for a false start, I believe. Boy, that's the fourth false start of the drive by the Eagles, if that's in fact the penalty. And we believe it is. Yeah, it's on the Eagles for the illegal motion.
Yeah, no fear. It's not going to be on Meigs.
So instead of fourth down and a yard, it'll be 4th and 6, which dramatically changes this.
Lots of trouble on this drive for Eastern Heath.
Yep, very frustrating for the Eagles, but
now you got a 4th and 6 now here.
So Trace Barnett back into the ball game. They'll replace Case Barnett.
We're at 30 seconds to go until the fourth quarter, but play clock inside of 15, so we got to get one at least.
The Eagles going to go up under center with single wideouts off to each side of the field. Yonker tosses it. Parker Durst looking for blockers. Turns it outside. Keeps his feet, and a flag down, of course, right in the area of the attack. It's right near the first down yardage, but the flag came down. Unfortunately, likely going to be a hold. Maybe short of the mark to gain either way, but if the penalty's on Eastern, then it's going to move them further back. If it's on Meigs, then depending on the play, if it's a personal foul, then it's going to be – we're going to have a measurement, but did we not get a flag?
Yeah. Before they make a decision, they're going to get a measurement. That's odd.
So that would lead you to believe that the penalty's on Eastern, because otherwise it would be irrelevant. Short of the mark.
I don't know how they can't tell that from on both of those. The full yard.
And what do you know? It's a hold against the Eagles, so that'll be declined, and Meigs will have it.
Hey, it's all ball. 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 That was fucking crucial. That was crucial.
So with 11 seconds to go of the third quarter, Eagles shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. They come away with nothing, and it remains 14-7. Meigs with the ball and the lead. Now you have to be careful, Jared. You can't let them hit a big play and double this lead. Need a defensive play.
Yeah, got to get something to come up here.
Back deep in their territory will be the Marauders. Leading it by 7. They'll go with 4 receivers in the set, a single wide out left. And the give is straight ahead and bursting through open. Ball on the deck! And the Eagles point that direction, and they do have it. How do you like that?
Oh, baby!
4 seconds to go. The third, and the Eastern Eagles play takeaway for the second time tonight. And a much-needed turnover as they will have the ball down inside the red zone after turning it over on a fourth down play, and with that turnover is Jordan Lawrence.
Boy, oh boy.
Did he recover that, Jared? Or did he
I think he knocked it loose. I didn't see who come out with it, but Lawrence was pretty hyped up coming off the field, knocked the ball loose, and Eastern with a fresh set of downs here in business if they can get this thing going. Ball near the 15-yard line of Meigs.
4 seconds to go the third quarter. Eastern plays takeaway in a much-needed time. Yonker under center. Takes the snap, toss play near side. It's going to be Basham trying to turn the corner. He does. Across the 10, down to the 9. Pretty good little run where it looked like it wasn't going to be much, and that will make our switch
7
to the fourth quarter. They'll switch sides. It's Meigs leading Eastern 14-7. Eagles in the red zone when we return for the fourth and final quarter on WJEA.
When you call New Era Broadband, you aren't routed to a call center halfway across the world. You're talking to your neighbors, right here in Pomeroy. We're locally owned and operated, dedicated to keeping our community connected with fast, reliable internet and real local support you can trust. Because when it comes to exceptional service, Nothing beats local hands and local hearts. New Era Broadband.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
And Deals, 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy.
Meigs 14, Eastern 7 as we head to the fourth quarter. It'll be Eastern football after a forced fumble by Jordan Lawrence. The Eagles recovered it after turning it over on downs one play prior.
Looks like the ball's marked right about the 9-yard line, Heath.
Yeah, it'll be second down and a couple. So gain of 8 on that first down play by Kyler Basham, who's really came on strong here in the second half. A couple big runs. Eagles got to stay out of their own way. They've had a lot of penalties. Last drive, I believe 6 penalties, including that last play, which ultimately they were turned over on downs either way. But
most of them really not much of a question about. A couple of them, but a lot of damage to their own self.
Here we go. Second down and 2. Here's the Eagles ball on the ground, and Meigs.
Wow, Yonker somehow fell on that, Heath.
But Yonker does a tremendous job to get it. How did he come away for the second time on this end?
I mean, it looked for sure like it bounced that way and then just did not see any emotion from the Meigs side, so thought he must have come up with it.
Third down and about 3 now as he lost a yard, but my goodness. Very fortunate for the second time in the red zone to come up with a fumble from quarterback to center.
It's a ball now at the 10-yard line.
Third down, call it 3. Eagles with the football down by 7 early fourth quarter. Everybody in tight at the line of scrimmage. Yonker with the handoff, right side, and he is buried. Defensive stop by Meigs makes it 4th down and 4.
That was Basham.
And they just caved in the right side of that Eagle line. So big play again. We've said that, but we're getting down to the nitty-gritty last quarter, and scoring opportunities aren't high tonight. 4th down and 4. Eagles going to make a personnel change as Blaze Gilmore will start to come off the field, but now he will stay in and Case Barnett will exit. Play clock is down to 13 seconds. Eagles may have to use their second timeout, and they will. And you have to believe, knowing it's a big play, they're going to talk things over. Last time it worked out pretty well when they took a timeout before a big play.
Now, let's go ahead and step aside for a quick, and we'll be back after this on WJEH and WOWK+.
When you find
We keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the garden, we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
Cheering from the stands, competing on the field, or just trying to keep up with everyday life, Riverbend Chiropractic is here to help you move and feel your best. Dr. Tyler Kay offers evidence-based chiropractic care, massage therapy, rehabilitation, dry needling, Class 4 laser therapy, and now shockwave therapy all under one roof. We're accepting new patients, most insurance plans, and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route.
Eagles trying to get into the end zone for the second time tonight. They need a first down to keep this drive alive. Yonker takes the snap. Counter handoff. It's an end-around reverse. Handoff goes to the near side, and it's Trace Barnett with a touchdown run.
Oh, baby!
Touchdown to Eagles, but what do you know? Another flag on the play.
Give me a break.
Oh, you have got to be kidding. What a play call dialed up by Eastern, and they get in the end zone, but they are going to be negated again by yet another flag.
Unbelievable.
Goodness gracious. And that just sickens you.
Yeah, the second half has been pretty, I don't know.
So instead of a touchdown, it'll be 4th and 10. Another holding call on the Eagles.
Yeah, It's a pass color.
And it has just been one after another here in the second half.
We're good.
Oh, boy, Eagles have to go to the shotgun for the first time tonight. 3 receivers right, single wide out left, and they're going to get another flag for a false start. Eagles just falling apart now.
Yeah, I mean, that's deflating. You just got a touchdown taken from you on a ridiculous hold once again.
So 15 yards away from a first down. Well, I'll tell you what, Trace Barnett's had a great game tonight, and that one just really stinks to have it called back. Because he made a couple plays there on the edge, broke some tackles. You hate to keep crying about spilled milk, but, man, there's been a lot of them. The Eagles come out with a shotgun on a 4th down and 15. Down by 7 here in the fourth quarter. Yonker with the snap, has time, throws down the center of the field, has a man. Touchdown, Eagles! How about that? Oh, baby! We'll take it. Even though it was the second time on the drive they got in the end zone, that one was a beauty from Braxton Yonker to the house.
20 yards.
And the Eagles are a point after away from tying this baby up. Wow.
Hey, they can't run a guy like that.
What a great play on a 4th down and 15. A 20-yard touchdown from the Eagles. And now a big extra point from Grady Murphy. Try to tie this game at 14 with 10.5 minutes to play. Snap is down from Yonker, and they block the point after, and it's a 1-point Meigs lead. So the Eagles come within a point of tying it, but the point after is blocked, and it will be Meigs holding on to a 1-point lead with 10.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Back after this on WJEH.
Make this your summer sales event.
Cheering from the stands, competing on the field, or just trying to keep up with everyday life, Riverbend Chiropractic is here to help you move and feel your best. Dr. Tyler Kay offers evidence-based chiropractic care, massage therapy, rehabilitation, dry needling, Class 4 laser therapy, and now shockwave therapy all under one roof. We're accepting new patients, most insurance plans, and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route 7 in Tuppers Plains, on our website at theriverbendchiro.com, or call at 740-846-0000.
Easier now than ever to take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. If you're on the boat, out working, if you're outside of our coverage area, you can still listen to 93.1 The Wolf through the new 93.1 The Wolf on the go app, available now for Apple and Android devices. Listen to all your Superstar Country favorites, live local sports coverage, news, weather, and the Morning Howl with Tom Payne. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and simply enter 93.1 on the go and download the app.
Shade River Stadium, this game has gotten tighter. It's now 14-13. Meigs over Eastern. A blocked point after by the Marauders special teams unit has kept them in the lead after a big 4th and 15 touchdown pass for the Eagles. Ensuing kickoff picked up by Griffin Hudson. He starts upfield. Eagles after him, and he gets past the initial surge, and he turns it upfield. And he gets a big block
there.
And he's going to go to the house. A flag down.
Finally.
And he'll go to the house for an 77 yards, and you finally get a flag to go your way.
After about 9 straight penalties on Eastern, you finally get a flag to go your way, and it was seen right in the middle of the field. All right.
And there's 2 of them, so there's one back here at the 30, I think, and there's one across midfield.
You got a down Eastern Eagle across the way, too, Heath.
So a big hold to negate what was a special teams kick return for a touchdown. Meigs will have it, but we got to sort out who the Eastern Eagle is that is down across the field. First real injury to report, or at least a stoppage for a possible injury, and they'll tend to whoever that is across the way. We'll let you know.
Couldn't get a number on that. Well, we will go ahead and step aside and take a commercial break while we get the injured player tended to. We'll be back after this on WJEH and WOWK+.
Home National Bank, your banking home. Home National offers personal, mortgage, and business loans. See Home National for all your checking and savings needs. Home National Bank, located in Racine, Syracuse, Middleport, and Ravenswood. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and our MLS number 583473. When you bank with Home National Banking, you're banking at home. So come home to Home National Bank Home. Online at homenatlbank.com.
Whether you're cheering from the stands, competing on the field, or just trying to keep up with everyday life, Riverbend Chiropractic is here to help you move and feel your best. Dr. Tyler K. offers evidence-based chiropractic care, massage therapy, rehabilitation, dry needling, Class 4 laser therapy, and now shockwave therapy all under one roof. We're accepting new patients, most insurance plans, and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route 7 in Tuppers Plains, on our website at theriverbendchiro.com, or call at 740-846-0005.
Back at East Shade River Stadium here in Reedsville, still tending to the injured Eagle across the way, and still have no injury information to give.
Not a great look. We did see a crutch taken onto the field and also an air cast. I'm not sure. The air cast was brought back to the sideline, but it looks like they're looking for something else. So I don't know if this is an injury that's a recurring thing, but it does not seem like it. It seems like you got something that's happened out there that they're having to really address. So
just to reset, 14-13, Meigs leads Eastern. We got to this point, a touchdown for Meigs to take the lead in the opening drive of the third quarter. Eagles just moments ago were faced with 4th and 15 from the 20 of Meigs, and a 20-yard touchdown pass. Braxton Yonker throws it into the end zone to give the Eagles within one. And then the point-after attempt by Grady Murphy was blocked by the Meigs special teams unit, so it's still a 1-point Meigs lead.
Yeah.
The ensuing kickoff was ran back for a touchdown by Griffin Hudson, about 78 yards or so, and it was negated by a couple different holding penalties, but now an injured Eagle has put a stop to the game.
They're putting the blue inflatable cast, it looks like, or whatever you want to call that, boot on his leg. They're wrapping it around right now and trying to get a number, but
so both teams on knees at the time being.
Yeah, not a great situation there, Heath. If you're just tuning in, 14-13 Meigs leading Eastern. You got 10-14 to go in this game. You got an injury, though, here. A big return that was negated after a couple late flat, and they were very late, I will say that.
Yeah.
I thought that there was a hold myself, but I don't know everything.
Well, keep in mind upcoming schedule.
I don't know much.
While we have time here, Jared. Of course, tonight being a Saturday game, next Friday will be the next game, and the Eagles will be here on the 28th to host Miller. They'll be here 4 straight home games to start the season. It'll be Miller, South Gallia, and then Beaver Eastern, the first 4 games to start the year. And, of course, this is a big game for both of these schools. And, terrific game last year over in Pomeroy, and living up to the billing for sure tonight, Jared, as we're here in the fourth quarter with 10-14 remaining. Eagles trailing by a single point now, 14-13. And, unfortunately, an injury has put a stop to the game for now, as the injured Eagle being attended to and helped to his feet, and that is really tough because Trace Barnett is the injured Eagle, and he has had a tremendous game for Eastern tonight. So he will be helped off the field. He has been the top passing target for Braxton Yonker, and he's had a couple big plays on special teams as well. So our thoughts go out to Trace, and we hope this isn't a serious injury but not putting any weight on his leg as he's helped off the field. And, that's a really tough injury for the Eagles here.
Yeah, sure is. And game one, it's brutal for that young man especially. It's never fun.
So as Barnett is helped off the field, he'll join a couple of his other teammates that were injured in the preseason. And the Eagles will head out on defense. Meigs will have the football in a 1-point lead with just over 10 minutes to play in this game.
And being helped off the field, with hardly any effort of his own, and he is still turning his head around, chirping to his teammates, giving them encouragement. So you love to see that.
So the Eagles defense looking for a play again. They had one earlier in this half. Meigs goes back to work. Quarterback Gunnar Cleland in the shotgun. Claps his hands, takes the snap. Flagged out the line of scrimmage. Pass is caught. And with the ball is going to be Jeremiah Martin.
He had a very nicely executed play, but maybe coming back.
Scratch that, Jared. That was Owen Tracy on another catch. He's been really active in the passing game for the Marauders, but the flag in the area, you're going to see a formation likely against the Marauder offense. So they will mark them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 for Meigs. Clock didn't apparently start there, but it will remain stopped with that penalty. Eagles trailing by a point, 14-13. Now the game clock does start as the Marauders come to the line of scrimmage with twin receivers off to each side of the field. Eagles need a big play defensively. Cleland ready for the play. Takes the snap. Has time. Still looking. Now being pressured. Pursued. He'll throw it to the cheap seats.
Yeah,
Incomplete.
wise decision. Very wise decision, and got rid of it just in time, Heath. So he felt that pressure.
Yeah, he had Jake Parker breathing fire down his neck, and it'll be 2nd down and 15 with a stop clock at 9:51 to go this game. 14-13. Meigs leads Eastern here on opening night. Marauders trying to extend the lead. Eastern trying to get a defensive play and go back to work offensively. Meigs operates left to right out of the shotgun look. In those home white jerseys, Cleland awaits the snap. He's back. Pressure comes from the blitz, and he is going to escape. He has running room to the far side of the field, and he'll get out of bounds shy of the 1st down marker, but picks up some real estate to make this a much more manageable 3rd down.
Really nice decision to take off there and use his legs. And that's the threat that a quarterback like that can give you whenever he's so accurate in the passing game and so dangerous. Downfield threat to the sidelines. I mean, he has really put the ball in the money everywhere he's been tonight.
3rd down and call it 4, just shy of midfield. Big play here for Eastern's defense. Meigs trying to extend the drive with the clock at 9:45. Out of the gun, Cleland looks over the defense. On 3rd and 4, he takes the snap, and he play fakes, and he throws it, and it soars over the head of the intended receiver. 2 receivers. Griffin Hudson was in the area, and the pass is incomplete, setting up 4th down. And does Meigs elect to roll the dice, or do they try to pin back the Eagles? I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, clickety-clack. Looks like we are going to see a little dice rolling, Heath.
All right, Eagles got to be disciplined. No penalties here. 9:41 to go with the ball game. 1 point Meigs lead and a 4th down and 4 coming up just shy of midfield.
So they took the ball, they moved it ahead about a yard, and then they brought it back a yard right about to where they had it before. Meigs is going to take a timeout, and a good time for it. This is a big play coming up.
So we'll take the timeout with them. They'll have 2 remaining, Eastern with 1 timeout in their pocket. Back after this on WJEH and WOWK+.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul. Through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
Cool Spot Country Market on State Route 7 in Tuppers Plains. Try a selection from our daily hot food menu for lunch.
It's so good.
Check out the cuts of locally raised beef in our meat case. Surprise your family or coworkers with an assortment of donuts baked fresh by our team of bakers. Stock up on lunch meats and cheeses cut to order in our...
When you're ready for your next chapter, call Amy Jackson.
And we're ready to go on 4th down and 4 after the timeout. Meigs ready to go just shy of midfield. 1 point lead, Marauders with time. Cleland looking. Flag comes down. He's going to have 1st down yardage, but hold the phone.
Yep, coming back.
Flag down near the area where you would likely see holding, and it was on that right side of the line. I think they're going to get the center, Grayson Powell, for a hold.
That may change your mind a little bit on what to do. Obviously, it's going to be a 4th and 15 or so, give or take. We'll see where that ball's marked off.
Yeah. And Meigs may go ahead and send the punt team. It'll be interesting, but you would think with a lead.
I think you're going to see the punt team. Bowen coming out.
9:31 remaining of the contest, and Meigs with a 1-point lead. They're going to rely on the special teams and the defense.
First punt of the game, Heath? Think so.
I believe.
First punt of the game. How
I'm
about
trying to
that?
remember if we had one back in the first quarter.
We
I don't
didn't.
think so.
Pretty crazy. Yes, thank you to our stat department, Tom, over here.
Here's the punt, and
Nice
it's a
punt.
clean punt, and it'll be Parker Durst who fields it at his own 20. Looks for running room near side, stiff arms one tackler, keeps his feet. Ooh, had a good grip on the football, thankfully, because ripping at it was the gunner, Griffin Hudson, for the special teams unit. But
solid return.
Yeah,
Good field position. You'll take it.
And you get a big play, I guess by your defense, aided by the Meigs hold. But, you had to have a stop there. Down by one. Still some time left, 9:15 to go. But Eastern likes to keep the ball on the ground. They've been kind of a ground and pound team anyways. And, boy, it's been a gutsy effort from both of these teams on opening night.
I'll tell you, the defenses have been fun to watch tonight. The offenses have done enough. The miscues by both teams, the penalties have been kind of the sour point of everything, but that's what you get in game number one sometimes, I guess.
So Eagles without Trace Barnett. They'll send Clay Moore in as the lone receiver, and the ball's on the ground again.
There's a flag that came in, too, across. Oh, no, that was a marker, I think. Yonker fell on it.
They lose a yard, but at least they kept possession, and he's done a nice job falling on it. But tonight, the ground is wet. Had a big downpour before the game, and both teams, Eastern really more so, has had a hard time getting a grip on the football from under center. So it'll be second down and 11 from the Eagles' 33-yard line. They'll stay in the same look with backs split behind Yonker. Braxton under his center, takes a snap, tosses it to Basham, looking for running room. Kyler tries to turn the corner. He's grabbed from around the neck area, and he'll pick up 6 yards, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And it'll set up third down and 6.
Basham has been the leader in carries tonight in this one.
I haven't seen Parker Durst for a while carry the football. I might see if that counter play works again. They did run Gilmore on that nice counter, which
10 carries. Oh, good.
I was going to say resulted in a touchdown that was eventually negated, but that really was a big hitter.
I was going to say 10 carries for Durst and 15 right now for Basham.
At the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter, Eagles down by 1, a big 3rd and 6 coming. Here's the counter handoff. Gilmore thought about throwing it, and he lost the football, and Meigs has it. Just didn't secure the football, and the Marauders will be the recipient of a very fortunate bounce.
Cool Spot Country Market on State Route 7 in Tuppers Plains. Try a selection from our daily hot food menu for lunch.
It's so good.
Check out the cuts of locally raised beef in our meat case. Surprise your family or coworkers with an assortment of donuts baked fresh by our team of bakers. Stock up on lunch meats and cheeses cut to order in our deli. The Cool Spot Country Market in Tuppers Plains. Visit us on Facebook or call 740-846-0000.
Opposite direction. Does Meigs have a chance to extend this 1-point lead, which is 14-13 inside of 8 minutes to go? Fourth quarter action here at Eastern. Here's the give straight ahead. Flags down, and the Eagles are there to meet the play. Tackle for loss by the inside of that defense, and the tackle was made by Bryson Schuler of the Eagles.
Meigs coaching staff comes out to the field questioning, and the official tells him to get back.
Maybe another legal formation, and it is. And does Jason Jackson take the penalty or the 2-yard loss? They're still talking about it here. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 15. 7:46 remaining in our contest. Meigs clinging to a 1-point lead, 14-13 over Eastern. After the play, are they going to? I think Coach Jackson's wanting to know how many yards difference it is.
Now they got a flag marked over here at the 35, but the penalty actually happened about the 38.
Well, they're going to take
the
the
tackle.
Loss.
Yeah, the play was the 38.
So it will be second down and call it 12. So the Marauders back to work offensively with a trio of receivers to the near side, right, single wide out left. Cleland takes the snap, has time, has all day. He'll be flush, still looking. He'll heave one to the end zone, and it's tipped away beautifully.
Goodness.
What a play by the safety Braxton Yonker to swat it away.
Wow.
And now another Eagle down in that offensive backfield.
Heath, the amount of real estate that Cleland had up the left side was staggering.
And that's Jake Parker, the senior defensive lineman this time, that's slow down on the field. And unfortunately, the injury bug has bit the Eagles here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and for another time, we're going to step aside for an injury break, unfortunately. We'll be back after this on WJEH and
Join us this Sunday at North Bend Church. We have 2 services at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Our student ministry meets every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. for grades 7 through 12. Whether it's your first Sunday or you've been searching for a church to call home, you are welcome here. For service details and more information, visit our website at www.northbend.church. That's www.northbend.church. We hope to see you this Sunday.
You're buying your first home, selling your current one, or searching for your forever home? Trust the experience and local knowledge of Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar. Proudly serving Meigs, Gallia, and Athens counties, Amy provides personalized service, professional marketing, and guidance every step of the way. Proud supporter of Eastern Eagles football. When you're ready for your next chapter, call Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar.
Easier now than ever to take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. If you're on the boat, out working, if you're outside of our coverage area, you can still listen to 93.1 The Wolf through the new 93.1 The Wolf on the go app, available now for Apple and Android devices. Listen to all your Superstar Country favorites, live local sports coverage, news, weather, and the Morning Howl with Tom Payne. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and simply enter 93.1 on the go and download the app.
Tonight, the injury bug, we had Trace Barnett go out earlier with a leg injury, and his night is done. Now the coaching staff will make their way onto the field as still have 7:29 to go in this ball game. Eastern trailing 14-13 to Meigs, and big third down play coming up for the Meigs offense after a big fumble recovery the Marauders took away from the Eagles in their last possession. Both teams have scored a touchdown here in the second half. The difference in the game, though, a block extra point by the Marauder special teams unit.
Yeah, we've had a dogfight here in this one, Heath. Both of these teams wanting to have some year-long bragging rights, of course, and starting off 1-0 in your season is not a bad way to start. So
Parker helped to his feet, slow to come to the sideline as it looks like another lower body injury of some sort, as Jake Parker, a really key member of this offense and defensive line for the Eagles.
I don't know how these guys do it. I got hurt playing pickleball about a month ago, and that's a no-contact sport, so figure that one out.
I've gotten hurt getting out of the recliner.
Oh, boy. All right.
So 7:29 to go. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for Meigs offensively as they operate from left to right. Eagle defense trying to come up with another play here. Down by a single point here in the fourth quarter. Ball rests at the 38-yard line of Eastern. Cleveland out of the gun. 3 receivers right, single wide out left. He looks over the defense, readies for play. Claps his hands together, takes the snap. Has time. Fires far sideline, pass hauled in, giving up ground, and then spun around. Still keeps his feet, but a nice tackle made by the Eagle defense as Brogan Spencer comes up with the stop, and it'll be 4th down for the Marauders, and they'll mark that off. Let's see how many he's short. It looks like he's about 5 yards shy.
Oh, geez, somebody else coming up limp for Eastern, Heath. The secondary. He's going to leg it out there.
Is that Clay Moore? He's their top corner.
Yeah. Yep.
So ready to go on a 4th down and a long 6. Call it 7. Meigs offense tries to get the crowd to come to the life. Eastern defense trying to get a stop here. 6:42 to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. He claps his hands, takes the snap in time. Has all day. Flush left. Looking. Pursuit comes. He throws. Pass is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. No flags, and it's a turnover on downs for the Eagles.
Well, Eastern's got 6.5 minutes now to try to get downfield. They going to take the ball over here.
Really nice discipline by the Eagles secondary, Jared. They not only were in their lanes, they didn't make any type of infractions on that pass. and good job to knock that play loose. Would have been close to a first down if he hauled it in. It probably would have had it, but Eagles will take over at their own 34-yard line with 6.5 minutes to go, down by a point. Again, keep in mind, a block extra point is the difference in the game, but the Eagles have played with a lot of grit and intensity. Need a big play from the offense now.
All right, well.
Down to 12 seconds on the play clock. Eagles have a late substitution. They're going to have to burn their final timeout.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, folks. We apologize for that.
Yeah, that wasn't from our booth, but yeah. 6.5 minutes to go. There is a timeout taken by the Eagles. That'll be their final timeout of the game. Meigs will have 2 timeouts remaining.
He's not even clear, but what they are.
All right.
So let's take the timeout. We'll be back after.
Wheels and Deals.
Whether you're buying your first home, selling your current one, or searching for your forever home, trust the experience and local knowledge of Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar. Proudly serving Meigs, Gallia, and Athens counties, Amy provides personalized service, professional marketing, and guidance every step of the way. Proud supporter of Eastern Eagles football. When you're ready for your next chapter, call Amy Jackson with Century 21 Homestar.
At 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy, Ohio offers a great selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. Wheels and Deals also offers great service after the sale with a state-of-the-art service department. Sales, service, and selection is what they're all about. Call today and drive away with your next vehicle at 740-992.
River Stadium, 6.5 minutes to go of the ball game. Eastern down 14-13, first and 10 from their own 33. Under center's Braxton Yonker takes the snap, wants to throw down the seam, has his man pass caught, but the flag comes down before the play. And boy, Case Barnett had a lot of green to run.
Yep.
There'll be a flag on the Eagles for a false start, maybe just a little too twitchy up front, Jared, knowing that play was coming. Really good fake carried out by Yonker, but somebody moved a little early, and it's going to be first and 15, and the penalties continue to pile up against the Eagles. 6:25 on a stop, fourth quarter clock, and officials timeout here. Just for clarification, Jared, they did charge the Eagles with their third and final timeout. They weren't granted a injury timeout, and I agree, it shouldn't have been.
Yeah, no reason to lose your mind.
So Eagles out of timeouts, Meigs with 2 in their pocket. 14-13, Eagles trailing. They go to the shotgun. Only the second time this game that the Eagles go with this look. Blaze Gilmore is the protector to the right of quarterback Braxton Yonker. 4 receivers in the set, twins off to each side of the formation. Eagles operate from right to left. 14-13, Meigs on top. Officials ready to signal, so the play clock just now beginning. Yonker looks over the defense. Here's the snap. He's going to keep it off the right side, keeps his feet after initial contact. Braxton turns it upfield. He'll pick up 10 yards on the play as he needed the original line of scrimmage, so he gets right around 9 yards. They'll mark him, so it'll be second down and a long 6.
Second down and 6.
Game clock approaching 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Eagles trailing by a single point, 14-13. They come to the line. Ball at 36 of Eastern. They stay with the shotgun look. 4 receivers in the set. Yonker takes the snap, and a flag comes down, and we get a false start on the Eagles again. So it'll make it second down and 11.
I know what Eastern's going to be working on this week, Keith, in practice.
Yeah, first game, Jared, you knew that was going to be a factor, but seems like Eastern's had a lot more trouble than Meigs has. So the Eagles making things much more difficult as
second and 12 now.
Yep. Game clock stopped at 5:50. Now it starts back up as the Eagles huddle up on a second down, call it 12.
Ball marked about the 31-yard line of their own.
Keep in mind the Eagles playing without their top wide receiver, Trace Barnett, who left with an injury. Here's the snap. Yonker looking, has time. He'll fire near sideline, in and out of the hands of Parker Durst. It was a little bit high for him, and a big play made there by the defense. Reed Fowler getting in the face of Parker Durst. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yep, got to figure out something on this one here to chunk play.
You know, Yonker on the first 2 plays of the series was able to use his legs to effect, but the penalty just really, shoots you in the foot. So game clock stopped at 5:31. Be 3rd down and 12. 3 receivers right, single wide out left, and again the Eagles going to get a false start. This time junior Grady Murphy comes up out of his stance, and the Eagles continue to move the ball backwards. Really frustrating. So 3rd down and extremely long. Now if you're the Eagles, you need another big hitter like you had earlier in this half, rather. The Eagles executed a 4th down and 15 earlier that resulted in a touchdown. Need another one of those. Here's the snap. Yonker looks, delayed blitz. He's in the grasp, but he gets loose. He rolls, he looks, he fires. Pass is caught, and that's going to be hauled in by Parker Durst, and that's enough for an Eastern Eagles Riverfront Bookstore Lounge first down.
Holy cow. About 20 yards on the pitch and catch.
That's a big play right there, and Parker Durst stepping up. He says, I'll make a play after missing that last pass, and it's Eagles with a first down at the 45-yard line of Eastern. 5:23 to go this ball game. Eagles down by 1. Really good effort by both of these teams on opening night. Out of the gun, Yonker keeps it off the left side. He is spun around and dropped for a loss of a yard. Nice tackle made there by Blake Fackler, the senior defensive tackle for the Marauders. So the clock rolls inside of 5 minutes to go. Eagles at their own 44 now. It's like that old song, 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Second and 11.
Name the band, I can't remember.
Eddie Rabbit?
I don't think it's Eddie Rabbit. It's one of those one-hit wonders.
One-hit wonder.
Hey, it's trips right. Nope, twins.
So 2nd down and 11. Eagles go back to the shotgun. Twins off to each side of the field. They operate from right to left. Yonker takes the snap. Has time. Looks, loads up, fires down the middle of the field, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Bryson Schuler. So it'll be 3rd down and 11. The game clock does stop from the incomplete pass. But now the Eagles again in 3rd down and behind the sticks.
Yeah, kind of putting you on the fence here.
Yonker tried to thread the needle there, and he did. It just a little bit out in front of Schuler.
If you're wanting to see some more fireworks tonight, those will be going off at 10:30 with the Meigs County Fair, and probably be able to see those for miles. So
here we go, big 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles. 4:25 to go of the game. Yonker wants to option to the right side, and it's going to be Blaze Gilmore. Has some running room down the far sideline. He's going to be short of the mark to gain, but he picks up a good chunk of that yardage, setting up 4th down and about 3. And now Blaze Gilmore comes up slow, and he goes right back to the ground. Gilmore on the far sideline. He gets popped on that far sideline after the play, and it'll be 4th down and about 3 coming up for the Eagles when we resume. 4:07 to go of the ball game.
yeah, don't be a good sport over there. Oh boy, we've heard quite a bit tonight. Interesting. Look at that. Nonetheless, Gilmore over there dealing with cramp issue this time, it looks like.
Yeah, 14-13. Meigs clinging to a 1-point lead over Eastern. The Eagles with a big 4th down coming up when we resume. It'll be just across midfield. They'll be 4th and a long 4. They might as well call it 5 as they mark them out at the 49.
I tell you what, if I've got cramps, I hope somebody doesn't tell me to let them lay there. That's interesting.
Gilmore tried to get up a couple times and went right back down, so obviously this heat will definitely play a factor, and we've had a couple of those tonight. Really good ball game here at East Shade River Stadium, though, tonight, as this one has certainly lived up to the billing. Still 4:07 to play in this one. It's Meigs 14, Eastern 13. Eagles have the football just across midfield at the Meigs 49-yard line. We have an injury timeout for the senior Blaze Gilmore. had several starters who have left the game from injury here tonight. You had Trace Barnett, who exited and has not returned. Also Jake Parker, who's still on the sideline over here. So obviously the Eagles playing without some of their top players out there, but everybody giving max effort tonight. Everybody that's played in this game, man, it's been awesome.
Yep.
So the injury was all the way on the other side of the field in the Meigs sideline. So Blaze Gilmore will have to make the long walk once he's able to get to his feet.
Yeah, he's in some pain over there right now. You can tell, Heath.
Yeah, and obviously doesn't want to come out of the game for a fourth
he's
down.
not
I mean, he's been a key player in this one.
So.
It's absurd. Why don't we, you want to step aside for a quick
might as well
injury
step
timeout?
aside, do that.
Deals at 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy, Ohio offers a great selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. Wheels and Deals also offers great service after the sale with a state-of-the-art service department. Sales, service, and selection is what they're all about. Call today and drive away with your next vehicle at 740-992-4443. That's Wheels and Deals, 308 East Main Street in Pomeroy.
When we say stay for good, we mean it in every way. We stay for the long haul, through the ups and downs. We stay for the good of businesses well built, families well loved, lives well lived. Every day and in every way, we stay for good. Farmers Bank. Stay for good.
Most insurance plans and offer affordable self-pay options. Visit us on Route 7 in Tuppers Plains, on our website at theriverbendcairo.com, or call at 740-846-0005.
Back at East Shade River Stadium, Blaze Gilmore has started to make his way across the field, as he'll obviously have to sit out this play, but slow movement across the way from the senior. And the Eagles facing a fourth down and a long three coming up. They did respot the ball. It's just across the 49-yard line. And the Eagles go with a shotgun look. Four receivers in the set. Yonker awaits the snap. And he takes it. Quarterback off the left side looking for a block. He gets one. Tries to turn it upfield. He dives. He's going to be short.
Yep.
Well short of the first down marker. They went quarterback run, and Meigs able to stop the offense there and turn the Eagles over on downs. So 4 minutes to go of the game, and the Marauders turn away the Eagles on a fourth down.
Yeah, the wind kind of got taken out of their sails, the injury on the play before, Heath, but thought Yonker had a seam there for a bit, just couldn't get far enough.
I thought I had another Eagle down there. It was just Kyler Basham reacting out of frustration, I believe. But now the Eagles need to make a big defensive play. Marauders obviously able to control this game because the Eagles out of timeouts now. See if the Marauders elect to go to the ground game, which they have not done much tonight, but have ran it effectively at times. Fully loaded shotgun for the Marauders. The snap and the give straight ahead and through a hole. Running back goes straight up the middle, and he'll pick up 7, maybe 8 yards. So that's a big gainer on first down.
And one of the better ground plays of the game for Meigs.
Yeah, and like I said, Jared, Meigs with the Eastern, with out of timeouts, they can really play ball control and run the clock. Second down, call it 2. Clock ticking down inside of 3.5 minutes to go now. Meigs leads it 14-13 here on the road at Eastern. Marauders, no hurry as they have 15 on the play clock still. Just able to dwindle this thing down. A first down would just really put this game in a tough spot for the Eagles. Here's the snap and the handoff straight ahead. This time resistance met and no gain on the play. The Eagles stand tall on that one.
A first down right now is troublesome, especially now on a play. A minute has gone off the clock, and we're inside of 3 minutes now. And
Brogan
Meigs
Spencer
can run this down inside of 2.5 with the play clock, Keith.
Brogan Spencer came up with the stop on that play, and a 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Get a stop here. You fire off a timeout. See if you can.
They're out of timeouts.
Yeah, you're out of that. Good call.
So the Marauders a chance to pretty much put the game on ice if they can get a first down. It's third down and 2. Shotgun fully loaded for the Marauders. Cleveland looks over the defense, has a sidecar to each side of him. Eagles show blitz. He takes the snap and the give straight ahead. And a first down run and more. That's Griffin Hudson.
Let him go.
He's off to the races.
Let him go.
And he will score. And the reason my counterpart said let him go is this is still a one-score game.
Yeah, and he did everything he could to get in the end zone, so that's a tough one to go down on. But you go down right there, the game's over.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now Meigs extends the lead 20-13. The point after would essentially make it a 2-score game, but it's still a one-possession game, so to speak. You'd have to get the touchdown and the 2-point to tie. A miss here would make this game really interesting. So let's see if the Eagles can come up with a play special teams here. Eagles out of timeouts. 2:16 remaining, now trailing by 7. And the point after attempt pending here for Luke Roush, the freshman. And the ball is down, and the point after is up, and he slipped, but he knocked it through and extends the lead to 8 points. So things just got tougher for the Eastern Eagles as they will have to get the ball in the end zone and get a 2-point conversion with no timeouts and only 2:16 remaining in the game.
Well, no matter what, you've got a shot, though.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. If you go down on that play, you can tick the clock away.
Isn't that crazy, too? I mean, a 1-point lead you'd rather have than the 8 at that point. I mean, obviously, you're pretty happy with an 8-point lead, but you do not like to give the ball back with a chance to tie the game up in any game like that. So if you're Eastern, you got a shot at least at this point. Otherwise, we would have been in victory formation on the Meigs side, and this game would be on ice. So Eastern's got a shot.
So the senior Griffin Hudson takes it for the score on what was a 3rd down and 2.
I can't believe he didn't go down on that
42 yards,
play.
is that right? 44 yards, I think.
Yeah, it was a haul.
Tough to see the yard markers after they got washed out this evening with the rain, but nonetheless, Eastern still not out of this game, but down by 8 now instead of 1, and the clock intact at 2:16. They are out of timeouts. So ready for the ensuing kickoff. Eagles bruised and battered, but not down and out just yet. Had a couple injuries here in this second half that have made things a little tougher. Meigs has been the team to overcome that stuff, and the Eagles have had some penalty troubles as well. A lot of false starts and things that you typically see in week 1. You just hope it doesn't cost you the game. Here's Parker Durst, who fields it from the 17. He's over the 25, across the 30. And he bounces his way across the 40 to the 43. So a good return for Parker Durst to set the Eagles at the 44 of their own side of the field. So, pretty solid return. Obviously, a return for a touchdown would have been the best case scenario, but they picked up quite a chunk there.
Well, you got about half the field to go, plus some. But
keep in mind, the sidelines and first downs are your friend.
Yep.
So the Eagles will come to the line. 1st and 10 with 2:08 to go, down by 8. Spot the ball on the near side hash mark as they operate from right to left. Yonker in the gun with a protector to his right. Braxton awaits the snap. He has it and has time to throw. He pump fakes. Goes for a home run ball down the near sideline, and he has a man, and it is caught.
Nicely defended.
And now incomplete. Well defended. Went up for it.
Jeremiah Martin deflected that one. Nicely done.
Yeah, it was Parker Durst that went up for a combative play, and a good job defensively by Meigs to knock that one away. So 2:02 to go. Be 2nd down and 10 for Eastern at their own 43. 8-point lead for the Marauders. Trying to put this game away with a turnover.
All right, get a call.
The Eagles go with 3 receivers right and a single wide out left. Yonker takes the snap. Pocket rolling right. Looking, still looking, and he fires the pass is incomplete. Knocked away. Well defended again. This time it's Griffin Hudson who just scored a big touchdown. He knocks it away, and it'll be incomplete in 3rd and 10 for Eastern.
Yeah, very well defended once again.
So 1:57 to play. Obviously, the Eagles in 4-down territory the remainder of this game. Got to have something big executed here, and then
you got to dig out one of those plays that that pass right up the middle, Heath. If you could find that one open again, the one. Remember, I said we've seen it before. Let's see if we can find that.
3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. Down by 8. Yonker has the snap. All day to throw. He'll loft one down the near sideline, and it's intercepted by Meigs. And they'll slide down, and that will likely put the game on ice. The interception pulled in by Owen Tracy, the senior defensive back. And the Marauders play takeaway for the 3rd time tonight with 1:48 to go. Eagles out of timeouts. And the folks from Pomeroy start to celebrate.
Meigs is going to get some revenge from last year, Heath. Battle here tonight at
what a great ball game
River
tonight,
Stadium, no doubt.
Opening night of football in Southeast Ohio, and it lives up to the billing for the 2nd consecutive year. And who in the world thought this game shouldn't have been played? Jason Jackson talked about that in the offseason, about how this game's only been played a handful of times, and he would ask the students in the Meigs school. He's a teacher at Meigs, and he said, why was this game not played for so long? And size of school and classification and such, but boy, it's got to be played every year.
Why
it looks
not?
like
This is awesome.
Snap back, and they will take a knee. Victory formation for the Marauders as the Eagles cannot stop the clock the rest of the way. A game that was tied and deadlocked at 7 at the half. Meigs came out and drew the first score. Point after made it 14-7. Eastern answers on a 4th down and 15 with a 20-yard touchdown pass, but a blocked extra point kept Meigs in the lead, and they haven't looked back since that. They add another score and a point after, and they have an 8-point lead as the clock starts dwindling down here at East Shade River Stadium. Leland will take another knee. The senior quarterback who came in with a lot of decorations on his resume. He lives up to the billing with a tremendous game to get revenge in his senior campaign and kickstart the Marauders season. Eastern will go back to the drawing board as they'll have a home game here next week. We'll talk about that in the post game. But they know how important that'll be to try to get back in the win column after a tough one tonight. Final 35 seconds ticking off the clock. The Marauders will take one final knee, and they will head back to Pomeroy with a win number 1 in the books. Jason Jackson's Eagles squad gave it everything they had tonight, but Coach Nolan Yates and the Marauders make the short trip to Reidsville, and they come away with a 21-13 victory over the Eagles. Players meeting at midfield and the coaching staff to exchange pleasantries. Congratulations to the Marauders. Eagles will head back to the drawing board as we head to our final break, and we'll get you ready for the post-game show after this on WJEH and WOWK+.
Join us this Sunday at North Bend Church. We have 2 services at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Our student ministry meets every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. for grades 7 through 12. Whether it's your first Sunday or you've been searching for a church to call home, you are welcome here. For service details and more information, visit our website at www.northbend.church. That's www.northbend.church. We hope to see you this Sunday.
$1,000. 26 Jeep Compass starting under $29,999. 26 Gladiator save $6,700 off. Car dreams come true at Mark Porter's CDJR stores. Shop markporterram.com or markporterjeep.com. Dodge Durango up to $6,000 off. 26 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, $11,000 off. Last chance, 26 Chrysler Pacifica minivan, $10,500 off. Shop at markportercdjr.com. Sale ends August 31st. All rebates to the dealer.
Home National Bank, your banking home. Home National offers personal, mortgage, and business loans. See Home National for all your checking and savings needs. Home National Bank, located in Racine, Syracuse, Middleport, and Ravenswood. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and our MLS number 583473. When you bank with Home National Banking, you're banking at home. So come home to Home National Bank Home. Online at homenatlbank.com.
Join us this Sunday at North Bend Church. We have 2 services at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Our student ministry meets every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. for grades 7 through 12. Whether it's your first Sunday or you've been searching for a church to call home, you are welcome here. For service details and more information, visit our website at www.northbend.church. That's www.northbend.church. We hope to see you this Sunday.
And we welcome you back at East Shade River Stadium here in Reidsville, where tonight the Meigs Marauders defeat the Eastern Eagles 21-13. Thrilling game here tonight at the Nest. Unfortunately, the Eagles couldn't come away with it. Jared, a hard-fought, gritty effort, and tip of the hat to the Meigs Marauders, who made a tremendous effort in that second half. That takes us to our Riverbend Chiropractic Player of the Game. We'll go with the Marauder tonight, Griffin Hudson, the senior, who scores the game sealing touchdown in the closing moments. Had a couple big defensive plays in the game as well in the secondary. So he gets the Riverbend Chiropractic Player of the Game tonight. We shift focus now. You have to have a short memory because Friday night comes quicker now that today's Saturday.
When you got a day
and
short.
it's late Saturday. So
it is.
You go back and get ready for the game on Friday, which will be Miller right here at home for the Eastern Eagles. We will have the call of the game for you. First one for us here in southeastern Ohio. At least
lived up to the hype of it, didn't it? It was a great, excellent game. We were, of course, hoping Eastern could pull that one out tonight. But a nice battle here of 2 teams in Meigs County, and the Meigs Marauders get the job done, as you mentioned, Heath, and tip of the hat to them.
And what a way to wrap up Fair Week with this matchup.
Yeah,
they're going to have fireworks here in just about 15 minutes or so at the fair. So folks will probably hurry for the exit to try to get to that as soon as they can. But we thank all of our staff here in the press box. Tim for running the camera for us, Tom for running our production as always, and thanks to Dave Miller back at the station for doing what he does best and always takes care of us. For Jared Bloxton, I'm Heath Bloxton. We're signing off tonight. The Living Legends, one last time. The Meigs Marauders defeat the Eastern Eagles by a final score of 21-13. You've listened to Eastern Eagles football here on WJEH and WOWK+.
National Bank, your banking home. Home National offers personal, mortgage, and business loans. See Home National for all your checking and savings needs. Home National Bank, located in Racine, Syracuse, Middleport, and Ravenswood. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and our MLS number 583473. When you bank with Home National Bank, you're banking at home. So come home to Home National Bank online at homenatlbank.com.
All our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.